What's going on, everybody? Back here live again. What's up, Rob? What's up, Beatty?
What's up? What's up, Red? What's up, Rob? What's up, everybody in the chat?
Oh, that's funny. I thought the echo was me.
No, it's me. It is me.
I totally double checked. What's going on, everybody in the chat? JDS and BDBs, Breezy. What's up with My Small Farm channel? Haven't seen that name around before.
Looks like some shady character in the picture.
I know he's covering up his eyes with that hat.
Somebody got a cowboy hat.
Or somewhere. I don't know.
Let me fix my bandana. There we go. Okay.
Let me fix mine too.
Oh wait, who else did I miss? Bounty, what's up? There's Breezy the mailman. I saw him in there. What's up, man?
Breezy.
And Russ, what's up? Sorry.
Hey, what's up, Willie Pete's?
Sorry, Breezy, but Russ steals my heart as my mailman. So, just saying.
Hey, I remember earlier I was watching Batman. I was watching Batman do the Moab bar challenge,
which
and
he
Russ,
ass at.
Yeah, dude. Russ said in the chat, he's like, all mail stops until the live stream is over.
Yeah, I saw that. That was great. I was like, well, it sucks for the people on his route for another, 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, I was like, I need my mail, man.
What's up, Cemetery and Chad the Walrus? Still going back in the. Oh, and Scott was here. What's up, Scott? An everyday Canadian. Where's Scott at? I gotta tell him about that gift card. That's funny. I think that's it, right? JT Bear was here. Oh my God, who's that guy? I don't know, but if you want to know who he is, I sent him an invite. Give him some pressure. He said he had some mead.
Yeah, I got to get some of that chocolate from Willie Pete. I always hear Crazy Kimberlin talking about it, and everybody's trying it.
Yeah, there's so many different ones that look so good that I saw Crazy Kimberlin getting that unboxing. I really love that video where he was like walking around like everywhere, like bacon and
bacon, Pop Rocks,
potato chips.
JDS said he just made some hot sauce. I seen he got a couple boxes of peppers this week.
And what's up, Willie Pete's?
I was going to type in something and I put potato chops.
Hey, that would be good. Potato chips and pork chops?
Pork chop flavored chocolate.
Bacon's good, though. Bacon's good in anything.
I don't know. I'm going to contest that.
Don't get Rev started on the bacon, man.
I am all with you on bacon. Bacon is awesome. I love bacon grease on other things to make them taste like bacon. Like, I am all about bacon. But this, like, shift where, like, everybody puts bacon as, like, their highest meat on the shelf, so it has to be, like, more, more expensive than steak, that just kind of bugs me.
Yeah, but what is bacon not good in?
It's good in everything. That's the problem. Like, there is no problem with the statement. The problem with me is I'm so cheap where I'm like, hey, young kids, why are you going away with my bacon? Like,
yeah, because I could probably
that would cost more.
I could put bacon in like a pumpkin pie and enjoy it. I could put bacon in literally anything and enjoy it. Like, I don't think I could think of like nothing, even ice cream. Like, it would be amazing in ice cream.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like you said, almost anything that you can think of, add bacon to it, and it makes it better. I like burgers. Add bacon. Man, that's a great burger.
Yeah, mashed potatoes, good with bacon.
Exactly. Make them loaded.
Anything. I'd love for somebody to tell me something bacon wouldn't be good in. I guess maybe like licorice, but I don't really like licorice. But
yeah, licorice sucks. Well, how about this? I haven't heard anybody talk about this one. How about bacon added to chili?
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be really good.
Bacon bubblegum.
Okay. I'm not
I'm
really
pretty sure
in
bacon added to chili within deer meat. My buddy makes like ground deer meat where he'll take like he's got a meat grinder, and so he'll take chunks of meat and then put bacon in there with it. So when it grinds up, it like grinds the bacon into the meat. So it's like ground deer meat with bacon. And it's amazing because the deer meat being more lean, the bacon adds in some fat and it makes it perfect for like burgers and stuff. But I'm pretty sure that he uses that in his deer chili, which is fantastic.
Willie Pete said, was that Brian, I believe, right? I'm correct. Brian at Willie Pete said bacon covered bacon. Have you ever seen that bacon covered bacon? Like, I forget. It's like a Thanksgiving dinner type thing that people make. It's like 20 pounds. It's like bacon and sausage, and it's like all kind of pork products. I forget what they call it, but I was right. What's up, Brian?
Hey, Brian, he said sitting over here sweating. What, you eating some peppers, man? Or is it just hot outside? Hey, Willie Pete said, triple B chili, beer, bacon, and beef.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I didn't even notice. What's up, Michael? Golden
What's
Harvest
up,
is
Golden
here.
Harvest?
Bacon jambalaya. That would be good. So what? Cancel the sausage, bring in the bacon? Actually, I say what the heck? Just keep it, the same. Add the bacon.
I sent Rob a picture earlier. I made a big sandwich and I cut up a bunch of Bohemian goats and Scotch bonnets, and I did a quick pickle on them, and I put them on the sandwich. Anthony sent me them a couple days ago.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. When you pickled the peppers, it took a lot of the
Took a lot of. Not sure if that was me that went out or him. Apparently him. All right. Well, I get the whole stream to myself. What's up, everybody? We're just waiting for everybody to hop back in. Dang, I thought I was totally offline. I am not offline. So sweet. BD, you're offline. Oh, wait. No, you're frozen right now, BD. And JDS, that's a great question. When Rob gets back, ask him about pickling. I was just showing him some pickling that my mom did apparently 8 years ago, and I guess they're not going to be that good for jalapenos 8 years later. But no, right now as we speak, I believe I'm correct. Rob Blumberg is actually he is actually pickling I guess jalapenos. I guess he's canning things. I guess that's technically what he's doing. But he showed me a whole pile of jalapenos. What it was like 4 jalapenos that he got into like an entire quart jar. I mean, the thing's gigantic. When he gets back, he'll tell you about it. But Willie Pete said everything froze on him for a second. What about now? Well, apparently, if anything's going right now, it'll be me and my loudmouth, and Rob's picture will be down there in the corner or no, actually, if there's 2 people, it shouldn't show up at all. But I can see Rob's corner down there where he is out inspecting his pickling operation. Oh, Bounty did his first live stream last night. He's teaspoon of Mad Dog 357. Ugh, gross. Doesn't sound like fun. But people join in for that one. Yeah, I missed that one too. Russ said he missed it too, Bounty. I missed it. Heck, last night I kept Last night I just kept refreshing over and over trying to find live streams. So it's funny that I didn't find yours. And I am into pain. What's up, buddy? Said, do you can Rev? Yes, I can Rev. And Mike wants to know where all the hosts went. I am the host, so I didn't go anywhere. Everybody else kind of went their own way, apparently, but I'm still here for now. Waiting for Rob to get back. He's doing his canning operation. BD apparently didn't feed his camera enough cookies, so he's going to have to go off and make sure that his camera got enough cookies. Or if, like I suggested, it moved off, kind of figured, cookies kind of suck. They're not really that good. And it joined up and was like, you know what? I want some steak. I want some like creme de la creme. So maybe that's what BD's having to do. Trying to like hop out in the backyard, kill a few cows, cut out some good important steaks, feed it to his camera. That way the camera can start working again. I don't know. But until that happens, I'll be here. Oh, thanks, JDS. Hit that bell. Absolutely. If you want to know when I actually go live, that will tell you whenever I put out one of my crappy videos or whenever I'm actually live. It'll be that bell that'll let you know. Stephen Miller said that I am Jeff Gordon. I don't really keep up with NASCAR, but I heard that guy's name, so he must be pretty good. So cool. I don't drive like him. I bet I drive like his grandfather. I'm like really slow when I drive. Oh, BD's back, but he muted his microphone and the camera.
Yo, dude, I just had a huge power surge. Everything just shut off.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man, dude. Good thing I had my computer plugged into a power strip.
I have had more problems with electronics. I'm going to go on record right now because I haven't said this in a long time. I've had more electronics go dead because they were plugged into a power strip than I have them actually just being plugged into the wall.
I thought it was a spike in
actually caught on fire and almost caught the carpet on fire.
Dude, I thought it was a spike in like the electricity current because it was flickering. Like I didn't know if you guys could see it behind me. I have an arrow garden, and the light was flickering, and then all of a sudden everything just went out. And I had to restart my computer and everything.
That's what I had the other week whenever you guys were live, and I popped in like towards the very end. I was like, oh my God, I haven't had power all day because like power was out for like 9 hours. That's how it started, and that's how it like went throughout the day. Like the power would come back on, and my LED lamp right over here, it's not even that great of a freaking lamp. It's just some crappy lamp over there, and it has an LED bulb, and that thing would start flickering. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. And then next thing you know, power would just go out.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's been really hot here all day, and it's supposed to have some tropical storm or something coming all this week, so my weather's going to be crap. What's up, Steven? What's up? I am into pain.
Oh man, Steven called me Jeff Gordon, but he called you Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, yeah.
I would understand Marilyn Manson much better.
Jeff Gordon as the NASCAR driver?
Yeah, but I don't know that guy. Like all I know is he had like his name on a car, and I forget like a bunch of other sponsors. And
oh, hey, what's up, Anthony? Hey, I was just telling Rev and Rob, I'll send you a picture to you. I cut up a bunch of the Bohemian goats and Scotch bonnets you sent me tonight, and I did a quick pickle on them and put them on a sandwich.
Nice. What's up, Anthony? Totally missed him being here. And Michael said, who has had deer backstrap? Oh my God, I've had so much of that. Best part of the entire deer, best part of any animal period is the backstrap or the tenderloin. Both of them probably equally as good, but completely, well, not completely, but a lot different. But no, that's awesome. If you have the chance, do it. especially like that day. Like if you get a deer that day and eat the backstrap that night, you can't get any better than that. And I don't really like deer, so just saying that. Oh, what's up? There's Derek. What's up, man? I saw everybody else saying hi to Crazy Kimberlin. I'm like, what the heck? I don't even see him. And Michael also wants to know, has anybody had deer heart? Yeah, I've had most everything that I've ever had. I've had the heart. And it's all about how you cut the thing up. It's all about how you cook it and how you cut it up. And the last time I had it, I had elk heart and deer heart and I think caribou heart. And the same dude cut it all up, and he's amazing. He cut that stuff up perfect, sauteed it perfectly, and it was one of the most tender meats I've ever had. You ever had heart, Beatty?
No, I never had it before.
How about liver?
Oh yeah.
I've had liver a bunch of times, and I've never had it where I'm like, wow, liver's good. Liver always sucks. It's like you're eating pee or something.
You ever had that? Was it that lengua?
The
Cow tongue?
Oh yeah, it was that. Or what's that called? Like lingue or
Lengua, I think it's
something like that. I think I've had it. I'm not exactly
you have
sure.
like tacos with it. Where'd Rob go? He went to get some peppers.
Yeah, he went to go get some peppers. Yeah, he was talking about reapers and nagas and stuff, so this would be great. Yeah, I've never had liver that tasted good. So Beatties, you're a Pirate Steeler Penguin fan, eh?
Yep. Yeah, he's seen behind me. I got it says Steelers parking only, and I got a Pirates banner from when I was at one of the games.
Yeah, you can see what's behind me.
Yeah. Trent Reznor from 9 Inch Nails.
Man, you got Marilyn Manson and Trent Reznor, and all I got was Jeff Gordon. What the heck?
Rev's getting jealous, man. He said,
not cool.
Hey, if Rev is Jeff Gordon, then I'm Ricky Bobby.
Oh man, what the heck? At least let me be Ricky Bobby's friend. You ain't on fire, man. I can't see the fire. There's Rob. Now everybody can ask him about his pickling experiment.
Yeah, it's almost done. I decided to give it like 5 more minutes in the water bath, and then I'll pull it out. Stick it on kind of cool.
Oh, and I missed way back there in the chat. Crazy Kimberlin said ligma, which I guess he's trying to. Well, yeah, they were talking about lingua, but not lingma. Lingma is something completely different. And we know what the rest of the whole statement is.
Yeah.
My balls. But
Hey, that's what's up, Brian. He said he put a jigsaw pepper with like about a gallon of fresh salsa from his garden. Was it a regular jigsaw or was it one of those? Was it Fatale Gourmet jigsaws? It's like I guess a hybrid version of it. Or they got a gator jigsaw too.
Any of the jigsaws, to my knowledge, are really good.
One pepper wouldn't spice up a gallon of salsa. Maybe for some people, but not for me.
Rob likes more peppers that outweigh the other ingredients.
That's why Rocky's salsa is so good, because it's like
oh yeah, man,
probably like almost like a half and half ratio of like peppers to other ingredients.
Well, he said there's 12 to 15 super hots in his salsa.
Yeah, that's
So no
good.
matter what all the other ingredients are, I'm pretty sure there's more peppers than there is anything else.
Oh, hey, what's up, Rocky?
Oh, there's Rocky right there. What's up, Rocky?
We were just talking about your salsa, man.
Yeah. Shh.
Well, you
There
forget
he is.
that there's a delay.
He's right there. Quit talking about him.
Well, that and there's a delay because what we say doesn't go live for like 30 seconds. So he probably just caught it all.
What was I going to say? Oh, and thank you, JDS. That painting is badass. I didn't paint it. That's why it's badass.
Well, if you did paint it, that would be even more badass.
I helped paint the next one. This is one of one, technically one of two, and the two of two, I actually helped paint the hair, like in this region, and it sucks.
Yeah, that's a pretty awesome painting, though.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I like it way better than my face. Like if it was back in the day, I just put the picture in front of me, like, hey, look at this picture. Now let me talk to you from behind it.
He said Rev is X-Pac.
Yeah, Rocky said, yep, mostly peppers.
Oh, yeah. I think he said 12 to 15 super hots.
Yeah,
But
that's
that's
the way.
only super hots.
Hey, 12 to 15 super hots per jar.
Well, that's only super hots. He might be like, oh, I got this handful of jalapenos and some cayennes. Might as well throw them in there, too. Do that kind of thing. What's up, Batman?
What's up, Batman?
What's up, Batman? Good job on that Moab bar earlier.
Yeah, what was it? 230 and some change. Didn't even try, and he beat Johnny Scoville.
Oh, yeah.
I sent you an invite, Batman, too, by the way. Oh, wait. Steven said that I'm the wrestler Matt Hardy. I don't know who that is. Does anybody know who that is?
Nope.
I know the wrestler.
Who's Matt Hardy?
The wrestler, I guess.
Is he awesome?
I don't know.
You know better than I do. I don't know, man.
Hey, me and him were going back and forth on one of Batman's live streams. We were just making all these references about stuff. It was pretty funny.
All right. I forgot about the Hardy Boys. I never liked the Hardy Boys. Remember, you could check out their whole library out of like the library at your school. They had like 40 books or whatever, and you could like check out the one, and do the next book. And I could never get into it. I got into one series. I can't remember what the heck it was, but
Brock Lesnar. Who was that? Hey, who was that one wrestling group where they had like lime green
you
and
got a
black?
Brock Lesnar, man. What's up with that, man?
What's up, Black Mamba?
What's up, Black Mamba? But Rob, tell me, how are you feeling? You just got a Brock Lesnar. Like, I don't even watch MMA, and I know who that is.
I don't care what people say.
Hey, I gotta watch Rocky's review, man.
Last like months that I paint my peppers.
Rocky, that
Gotta be the best reaction ever. I don't care what other people think.
Yeah.
He said Rev is Conor McGregor.
What? Nah, I'm not that good. I don't even have tattoos like right here on my chest.
I asked Batman in the chat how is he feeling after the Moab bar. I don't know if he's seen it.
Yeah, how are you feeling there, Batman? Hey, Brando or Rob, Brando wants to know where's the straw?
I guess I gotta go get one. I was actually just thinking that, and I was like looking next to me, and I have this one that's like in a shorter glass, and I was like, that isn't gonna fit in this glass.
I got one. I'm drinking some coffee right now, man. I got one for that.
That'll melt a straw.
No, I put ice cubes in it, man. I
What?
don't know.
You cool down your coffee?
Hell yeah, man. I like the iced coffee. It's too hot here to be drinking hot coffee. I at least want it to be somewhat refreshing.
Well, they always say when it's when it's hot, drink something hot. When it's cold, drink something cold. That's what they say. I don't know what the heck's wrong. What's up with that? But
Hey, Chris said my connection is not doing good.
you've
Is it
been
cutting in and out?
no, you've been fine on my end. And Steven also said, okay, somebody's got to help me out with this. Crazy Kimberlyn, Derek, is Dean Ambrose. I would be Seth Rollins, and Batman would be Roman Reigns. I have no clue what that means. Who's Seth Rollins? Because apparently I'm that guy. He's
Seth
awesome.
Rollins. I know Rollins is part of some old punk band.
No, that's Henry Rollins.
Henry Rollins.
Yeah, I know who Seth Green is. Add the two together. I can
Yeah, I know Tom. I know Tom Green. Oh, hey, Black Mama had a cold front today. It was only 106.
Oh man,
we had a cool front here today, and it was only like 90. It was like overcast the entire day. Looked like it was going to like storm, but it was still like 90 something degrees all day.
yeah, it was like around 90 degrees here.
They want to know, are they straight or bendy straws, Rob?
What?
Train Time and Big Machines wants to know, are they straight or bendy straws?
Hey, JT said that shot.
I got a bag of bendy straws in the kitchen, so I'm gonna go get one in a second when I go pull that jar of pickled peppers out, which should actually be done.
What did you say, Beatty? Who said what?
JT said, what was it? Train Time and Big Machines as shocks.
Oh, it is. It's a new channel.
Really?
I forgot. I saw.
Wait, there's too many peoples. All right,
What up, Shock?
What up? Yeah, they already got all the Halloween stuff in all the stores around here, man. Like all the fall stuff, and it's crazy.
I haven't even looked in the store in the past few days. Like, I'm sure it's all up around here, though. I think I started seeing Halloween stuff. Not even kidding. Like, almost.
Already seen it? Yeah, dude. My emails are filled with I'm subscribed to like Home Depot and like Lowe's and stuff, and you already got like fall decorations and Halloween crap and.
And then you know what happens immediately the day after they pull down the Halloween stuff.
Oh yeah, hey, November 1st, all the Christmas stuff comes out.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't been to Walmart, but that should have happened 3 days ago. All the Christmas crap.
I know about a month ago I started seeing Halloween stuff because I was at the gas station and they had like one of those like half-pound Reese's, but it was a Reese's pumpkin, and I was like, dang, like that's pretty early for Halloween stuff. And I asked him how much it was, and it was like $8.99. I was like, nah, I'll pass. I really wanted it. I'm like a Reese's addict, and I love the pumpkins and the Easter eggs. Those are the two favorite like seasonal Reese's that I have because it's like a good like peanut butter to chocolate ratio. But they had this giant one, and I really wanted to get it, but it was like way too much money, like an absurd amount of money for it.
Hey,
Stephen
Carl said he
Miller
needs to
also
start a
said that.
squash.
Well, Stephen Miller said I'm Bill from Kill Bill. Can't remember that movie that well, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't the good guy.
So I think what I can take away from this live stream is that we all look like a lot of famous people.
We
Apparently.
do. I look like you know, a bunch of people from bands, and Rev looks like a bunch of NASCAR drivers, and I guess Rob is a bunch of wrestlers, and
How come I'm not a NASCAR wrestler?
oh man.
With enough beers and an argument, anybody can be a NASCAR wrestler.
He said you're Chuck Norris too.
Yeah, I'm not going with that one. I don't have the beard disposition or anything, and that automatically disqualifies me.
No, don't lie. It's because you're afraid if you agree to that, then Chuck Norris is going to bust down your door right now and kick your ass.
Nah, I'm not really worried about Chuck Norris.
I would be.
That guy's pretty old by now.
He'd probably still kick our ass.
Oh, yeah, one-on-one, but if he tried to kick my door down, he'd probably have a hard time. I mean, I do keep, like, wiffle ball bats and stuff around here, just in case someone breaks in. I don't want to, like, really hurt them, but I want to let them know that I'm in charge, you know, like, just wail on them a little bit. You know, that way it doesn't really leave a mark. That way they're just kind of emotionally scarred, and I feel like the aggressor, but I'm not really in the, you know, the eyes of the law.
He said Rev is Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
what?
Hey, have you seen
Hey, I don't have any hair, man. Doesn't that dude have like dreadlocks or something?
Nah, he got like Indian dream catchers braided into his hair and stuff.
Yeah, I don't even have hair.
Bro,
I got facial hair. That's it, man.
have you seen
this crap up?
Have you seen what Dog the Bounty Hunter looks like on the South Park?
Yeah.
When they make fun of him on South Park with his wife and him?
I'm pretty
Yeah, Cartman was
Oh
Dog
my.
on South Park. When he was the hall, and he like took it way too seriously.
Oh, dude, in the comments, that's even better. Stephen Miller called Blumberg Steven Seagal. Take that, Blumberg. Oh, man, he does not like you. He's
Yeah.
like, you like to hang out with Putin and like you're totally a fraud. You have no like actual like, you know, skill set or anything like that. And you're kind of fat. And I don't know. He's going right at you. Oh, wait, maybe that was me going after Steven Seagal, but he called you it.
I'm not a big Steven Seagal fan. So.
I'm not either. The guy's weird, man. He's very weird.
Yo, is Dog the Bounty Hunter in Hawaii?
Is he?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Dude, you should get a picture of him.
I don't know.
Wait, you say Hawaii?
Yeah, I don't know where he is. I thought he was.
I don't know. For some reason, for a second, I believed you were in Hawaii. I'm like, oh, dude, tropical, you know, Florida, tropical Hawaii. It's the same.
Hey, what's up, Gage?
He's in Colorado.
Oh man, everybody looked like Dog when I was up in Denver last year.
Mullet, power mullet. Gage. There's Gage. What's up, Gage?
What's going on, Gage?
What up? I seen Rev, your video earlier with the ahi jabito.
Oh, mine?
Yeah, and I think you had like a naga brain or something that was about to ripen.
I got two now. Oh, wait. Dang it. Look at that. The one has a little bit of green on it. So lame. But besides that, I got two decent naga brains.
Cool.
Yeah, I got another one too, but not nearly this big. I mean, these suckers are actually halfway decent.
You ever tried one yet?
I have had a naga. I don't think I've had a naga brain. But I also have, I got a palo pods up today. maybe it's. I don't know, they don't look so. Maybe it's because of the stupid yellow lights. They don't look like they're actually ripe, but I got 4 Kero creams.
Oh, cool,
Like I
cool. I
said, they
remember
don't.
Dave was talking about those before too, man.
Yeah, they don't look like it. They look yellow on the camera, but they're like pink, like pink, pink. Well,
What,
not hot pink, but they're like real pink, pink.
what are those?
Kero cream. Kero cream. I think it's Cheiro cream. CREME. Creme.
How are they?
I haven't tried them yet. They're supposed to be really good.
Maybe you should try one.
Yeah, I'll try one. I'll try the biggest one.
I would go with maybe the smallest one.
Actually, I would go with the smallest one because that's the most pink one.
That's what I was about to say. It's the most ripe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. These ones I just picked tonight. This one I think I picked yesterday.
Hey, what's up, Scott?
Howdy, Scott.
Yay! What's up, everyday
Are
Canadian?
those the peppers you just showed sweet?
Yeah, they I believe Hippie Seed Company marks them as a 5 out of 15 heat rating. So I don't know what the hell that means, but
That's probably higher than the hockey.
yeah. Well, I don't know. Are they ahis? They're Kyoto cream. I don't know if they're ahis.
Hey, I don't know, but they got a sale going on. I seen that on the website. It's spring over in Australia, so they're having a big sale. So,
oh yeah.
What's up, guys?
what's up,
What's up,
Batman?
man?
What's going on?
Chilling, chilling, man. How you feeling after that bar?
Yeah, man, you kicked ass at that.
I have to say, man, I'm really glad how that turned out. Uh, Almost nothing. I did went out to see the family after, and I had a little something more to eat, and then I had 3 beers, and still I was good. Uh, and Just when I got home, I started feeling a little discomfort, and that was the first trip to the bathroom. But yeah, I'm doing great, man. Look, I'm having another beer.
Which one is that? Which beer is that?
This is 21st Amendment Down to Earth Session IPA.
Oh, cool.
21st Amendment is pretty good. They got a watermelon. They got a watermelon one. I have another 8% called 21st Amendment. It's blah 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 IPA. It's 8%.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Thanks, guys. That was that was crazy, man. I was so nervous to do it too, man.
The time went by quick. I was in the chat watching, and I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, I think I messed myself up because I was a little nervous and I freaking kept looking at the time, man. I should have got that thing away. I should have concentrated on the shit, but it was hard, man. Yo, that the caramel makes it like a big gooey thing, man. I was trying to swallow pieces that I was like, nah, you're gonna fucking choke, man. And I had to find a way to like separate it into swallowable pieces I was able to swallow, man. It wasn't easy. I was, yeah. Uh, I started taking uh, like one whole square bite, and that was wrong. I had to take just a little smaller bites to be able to not have to work the whole mass.
So if you heat it up and you have it like melty, that's considered cheating. I kind of got that vibe in the chat while you were doing it. Is that the consensus, or did I pick up
Yeah,
a wrong thing?
yeah. It's too easy to just swallow while it's melted. There was a guy on Facebook that did it in 138, but his thing was so melted that he was using a fork, and as he lifted the pieces, you could see chocolate dribbling off of it. So he, he would he would put it in his mouth. He would put it in his mouth, and I swear to God, he moved his jaw like twice, and it was down. Next piece, he was just swallowing it. It's too easy.
Yeah, so he was
I
pretty
don't
much
know.
drinking it.
You missed the stream that I had Kimberlin and these guys on. We spoke about that whole thing. Turns out everybody's pissed. We weren't the only one pissed about that kid because he was he was fighting back on his post. He was like, "Oh no, it wasn't melted. It was just room temperature." And he was deleting people's comments that would not agree, that wasn't cheating. So he was deleting comments, but for some reason he was just shooting back at Kimberlin. He would say, he started the immature fucking jokes and shit like that. And turns out he even uh, Brian from Willie Pete, I hear, goes and offers him another bar so he could just do it over. No questions asked. I'll just send you another bar and you do it again. The guy starts cursing this dude out. He starts cursing Willie Pete. Yeah, tells him to fuck off, fuck you, and whatever. And yeah, I hear the page even got shut down. It's a Facebook page. It got shut down for that day. Then Johnny Scoville makes a video expressing his discontent in that awful melted bar shit. The kid that did it turns around and makes another video and says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. My idol made a video, and he's speaking about what I did, and I'm so sorry." And he apologized to everybody and said, it, all right, I was wrong and whatever. So, we were like, what the? It's crazy. So, yeah, his, even, come on, if the maker tells you just do it again, that 138 doesn't count, man. There's a Joshua Smith. He has second place with 220. And LA Beast is first with 211.
Dude, you got 230 and you weren't even trying.
I'm telling you, I think I could do better. I had I was distracted, man. I was nervous and I was trying to figure out a technique to get it down and looking at the time when I saw I passed 211, that's when you saw me go like this with my fist, like fuck, man, that's it, it's over. And I still had like a whole last piece at that point, and I was like, man, I'm done. I didn't think I would even beat Scoville.
You beat everybody except for the last dude, the LA Beast dude.
Yeah, do it again, man.
No,
You're
like
only,
I said,
you're only
there's a
20
Joshua
seconds off.
Smith. Joshua Smith, they say he's second with 220. I
Oh,
did notice. I did notice when Willie Pete commented, "That's a solid second place," but I didn't get it because the Pong guy, he was before Scoville's last one, I think, and Joshua Smith, he was number one, but then came Joshua Smith. I thought I didn't beat the Pong guy, but I watched the Pong guy, and his was 337.
I'm back. I finished everything up now.
Everything
Yeah, I
ready
mean,
to go?
what's up, Kimberly? I think, I think I could do better, man. If I get good technique on swallowing that thing faster and not. I'm telling you, I won't look at the timer. I'll just concentrate on this thing. And I mean, how many times did Scoville do it? Scoville did it like 3 or 4 times, 3 times.
I think
What's up, commentary?
I posted the link in the chat if anybody wants to check out that Willie Pete's bar.
Yeah, $15 for the bar. It's worth it. The chocolate is actually quality chocolate, bro. I wouldn't mind eating that. Just you know, having it, uh, normal. It's a damn good chocolate.
I just read Gage's comment.
Thanks, Bounty.
Uh,
Hey, everyday Canadian.
Hey, he said he's ordering it, man.
I thought he was done. What's up, Scott? I thought you said you were done with the hot challenges. I thought that was the peanut brittle. You were done. Or no, it wasn't the peanut brittle. It was the freaking, what was it? The toe of Satan.
Hey, Rev, we're done. All of us, we're done after every crazy challenge we do. Always.
There's no way I'll ever be on Death Nuts ever again. Like, no. Hey, I'm doing the Death Nuts again.
Listen, Rev, when I did my first chip that was overkill, I'm fucking done with this shit. Death Nuts, seriously, man, I can't keep doing this.
Oh, man.
Charles said that earlier today to me. He said, I'm done with spicy challenges. And I was
Oh, heck with that, man.
Yeah, the spicy noodles with 4 hot sauces and then Serpent's Head vodka, that's what drove me over the edge, man. Oh, again, no more, man. No more of this stuff, bro.
I refuse to even do those spicy noodles. I know those things are not spicy at all. And
no, they're not. They're totally not spicy.
Yeah, no, I refuse to
That's
eat
why I'm like, hell
food.
no, I'm not doing this silly shit by itself. I grab 4 hot sauces.
I probably make my like regular ramen noodles spicier than spicy noodles. I always put a bunch of pepper powder in mine. Usually chop up the fresh pepper.
No, I'm telling you, Gage, filling your mouth with that chocolate is not gonna let you swallow it easy, man. You gotta take bites you can chew, I think, to do good.
And isn't it caramel in it too?
Yeah, the caramel makes it that much harder, man. It makes it all gooey and everything sticks. I had to go into the big wad and like chop it to pieces I could get down, man. I tried bigger pieces. I'm like, no, man, you fucking choke right here.
Hey, Michael said, I'm down to try something like that, not to do that and say that I'm better than anyone else who's tried it, though. I want to do that with a positive attitude. Why don't you try doing the Death Nuts? I love the Death Nuts, man. I'm such a proponent of the Death Nuts.
Rev loves the Death Nuts.
I do. I love them almost as much as Russ.
Hey, Russ said he's doing that Moab challenge next, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
and he's doing the new Death Nuts. He's not only doing the Death Nuts 4 times, he's going to do the Death Nuts Johnny Scoville edition, which will be all extract, which I'm going to let him go down that road on his own because I'm not joining him there. But
he also has that Valhalla sausage.
Ooh, he put you out there.
Russ is about to do the sausage.
Hey,
where is Russ?
He's in the chat.
I see him there in the chat. I sent an invite a while ago.
Hey, Crazy Kimberlin, you gonna order that sausage?
Yeah, do it, dude.
No, that's a joke. That's a joke. Somebody say you should order that sausage since you like so much meat in your mouth. That was wrong, man. Let's kick that kid's ass. Where is he? You like so much meat in your mouth. That's fucked up. Hey, Rocky, what's up, Rocky?
Black Mamba wants to know where can I order it, and he's talking about he wants to order the Death Nuts. That's deathnuts.com or Pucker. What is it? Puckerbutt?
Puckerbutt.com.
No, puckerbuttpeppercompany.com. Or I believe he was talking about the Valhalla sausage. So who knows how to get that? That's Joey at.
Charles
Russ would
knows.
know.
Okay, Charles knows the dude personally, but
Russ can at least post the link to it because he ordered. But that sausage, it's like
Yo,
I think
JDS. JDS, cold-blooded, man.
I think that sausage is like $25 and $20 for shipping because he has to keep it like frozen and shipping. So
yeah, it's like on dry ice and all that stuff. Yeah.
So it's expensive
What's
shipping.
up, Black Mamba?
Yeah, if you're on Facebook, check it out on Facebook. Just Google Valhalla sausage, and I'm sure that guy's Facebook will pop up. I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know. Oh, dude, definitely do the Death Nuts live, Black Mamba.
That sounds like a rap group, Old 300 Ranch, like a country rap group.
That does sound like a freaking
Old 300 Ranch.
Old 300 Ranch. I like my wings with ranch. You ever hear that Joey Diaz bit? Blue cheese with your wings, or well, there's extra parts of that, but
Nice fan boy.
the hell is Joey Kilman, Russ? This is another one of those weird things that I'm not gonna understand. Michael says he's about to eat Dave's pepper sauce. Amount of spoonfuls is going to be left a surprise. So is that going to be an actual video? Is that going to be out on your channel?
That ghost pepper hot sauce is pretty good. I remember back in the day that being like the hottest thing in the world. It seemed like before I like got exposed to like crazy hot sauces. I mean, that was at one time a really hot sauce.
Well,
and
like
it's still
that's Dave's Gourmet, like Dave's Insanity sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Insanity sauce is pretty damn hot, man.
Yeah, it's got good heat to it, even still to this day. But it's not like out of from you. Dude, that freaking that chocolate scorched earth.
One of the in-laws, when I stopped by, he's like, "Hey, here, man, take this with you. I can't." He had Dave's Insanity.
Yeah. That chocolate scorched earth that you made, though, that shit was hot. And it had a killer flavor. I really
chocolate scorched earth. Yeah. I think that had, that might have had a variety of chocolate pods, like chocolate Reaper, that I grew that year.
Well, I think
the hottest sauce I ever made was from Jeff Hobbs Reapers. I took a ton of Reaper, like 2 pounds, and I included only like the basic stuff for like onions, no fillers like the red bells or whatever. It was just fucking Reaper mash, and that shit was hot, man. 6 bottles I got only from that.
Yeah. I want to say that chocolate scorched earth might have had hops kick boot in it. I don't know that for sure, but I think that might have been one of the ones.
Oh, no, because I'm growing the kick boot first time this year,
Okay.
and I didn't get any from him. The the scorched earth was from my peppers. I
That
think
one,
it was what was the one I just mentioned? It might
cho-
have been some chocolate scorpion brains, some chocolate reapers, and forget what else I was growing that year.
what did the green apple boot smack have in it, pepper wise? That was another really good one.
Uh, what peppers were in there? It had to be some type of ghost peppers. Maybe uh, that could have been the Andes Wicked, maybe
That was
the
another really.
the Andes Wicked Jace Peach. I got those going crazy this year. They got, I mean, not crazy like putting out a ton of pods, but the pods are like huge and really crazy, gnarly looking. My my regular reapers are starting to ripen. I did an update today. I uploaded showing some of the later the show the death spiral there. It's loaded with pods. Finally,
I picked another huge harvest of stuff today. Took like hours to pick.
I've been picking like one or two boxes and either sending them to friends uh, or sales. The I've been sending friends, the small little brown box. But yeah, my peppers are all messed up, man. I'm not getting like a ton ripe at a time. Just filling a box or two at a time.
That's how mine
When did
a long
oh,
time. I couldn't get like volume of anything. I just like some here and there, and the fact that I have like 150 plants made it to where I was still getting decent harvest. But I wasn't getting much for the past like couple weeks, where it really, maybe in the past month, it really amped up. I've been getting like bags and bags full. Like I have to go like carry like 2 grocery bags to like both my other gardens to just pick this stuff out there.
Yeah, I have. I do have a lot that started kicking off recently, but I have a lot of plants that, like the big bed in the back, that was seems like it was full of nitrogen, and uh, you know, like the chocolate bootla, the DM. It's a giant plant. It's freaking huge, thick branches just shooting up, leaning. But that damn thing uh, just started popping out little pods, and it looks like it won't be ready uh, by the time it gets cold, maybe. I think starting like a clone operation. Just open the basement early, start cloning a lot of those nice plants.
That way you can wash
does
everything
your
off
yeah,
and
Batman?
make
How long does your season usually last for? Like until the end of November, or
It depends here, man. It's been some weird years. Sometimes, sometimes it's like almost December and we're still getting nice weather. I got my grass still green and shit. The the peppers die when it hits 30s. Once the weather starts dropping to 40s and stuff like that, they do start showing signs of stress, but they really don't die and freeze till it's like 30s. 30 something. And we have some years that are warm all the way up to freaking Christmas, man. Hopefully this year it'll be warm late.
It depends on
I
how
say
bad
it every
frost is.
time. My goal is to make my peppers make it until January.
When I get frosts here, I've had plants die, but I've also had some plants survive a frost where
Yeah,
it mess up a few, but they might still come back and start growing. Because last year I had some plants that some of them died, some of them made it where we had like another couple weeks of warm weather after the first frost. It was just like one frost, and then it kept going with like decent weather, and they started like growing.
I also grabbed a handful and put them in the greenhouse. The greenhouse generates a little heat and keeps whatever plants I'm trying to hold on to, keeps them warmer a little longer. So, but the greenhouse when the weather hits like under 30, 20s and shit like that, the greenhouse doesn't stand a chance. It still freeze whatever's in there. I'm thinking of what's up, Rev?
Gage just said I'm Roy Munson from Kingpin. All right, I'll take that.
Oh, man.
I love Woody Harrelson.
Oh yeah, I can see that reference.
Yeah,
Yo, Jared.
I would never have the comb over. Sorry, that would never happen. I just shave that crap right off. But besides that, I'd rock the fucking wooden hand.
Yeah. I was saying, I'm thinking of, I got, my grow room is in one end of the basement. I'm thinking of fixing another room on the total opposite end. You guys think the aphids will make it to the other side? Like if I
I
bring
don't.
plants that are late, right? I set up in the opposite side, and I don't know. I think there's a chance.
I believe I speak from like everybody in the comments and everybody on the panel when I go ahead and quote Jurassic Park that life will find a way.
They'll invade my new stuff.
If they can, absolutely they will.
There's a bit to travel. It's kind of long, man, and it's a really dusty, not non-livable area.
I wonder if you
After
well, no, I don't think. I don't know. Aphids are soft body. I wonder if you take like a whole pile of like DE powder and just throw it all over the floor. Because like if you look at it under a microscope, it's like jagged rocks, but they're actually like ground up plankton. But with soft body insects like
it's like crushed glass for insects.
Yeah, fungus gnats is what I was trying to think of. When they come out of the soil, it just shreds them.
Yeah, it would probably mess up aphids too. I've never thought about that, but and it's not crushed glass. It's like crushed like fossils, like fossilized shells or something.
Yeah, it's fossilized plankton, ground up really fine. Well, mainly plankton. It's also, I forget, other big scientific words.
Hey, Chad. What's up, brother?
What's up, Chad?
So
Chad did the Bambi Challenge on Monday.
Hey, Walrus Nation.
What's up, Walrus Nation?
Oh, when I watched his video the next day.
I think I noticed that, but I was on vacation. I couldn't watch it. I got to go back and check it out.
It was the best. He recorded
it on his own channel, too.
Yeah, he recorded it while he was live, and then he was like, okay, guys, I'm going to go mute so I can do my outro. And he muted it for the sound, and then Charles was in the background. I bet I know what he's saying. What's up, Walrus Nation? And like saying all this stuff in the background. around as Chad's trying to do his outro on his like video. The whole time you just hear Charles being like, "Hey, Walrus Nation, what's up, Walrus Nation? Like Walrus Nation this, Walrus Nation that." It was hilarious.
Oh yeah, Bounty did Mad Dog last night, right?
Yeah, that hot sauce, not the
Oh, not the extract.
it was an extract infused hot sauce.
Oh.
I actually caught that stream. That was awesome. And then I watched that that foreign foods live stream they had done before that I missed somehow, and I watched that last night, and I was like laughing my ass off over that. It was so freaking funny. I sent BD a link to it. I was like, "Yo, you gotta watch this." That was the best.
On Jared,
I thought you had like commented in the chat on that one at some point.
Oh, what are you talking about? The Amazon
foods.
Amazon hunting live stream?
Talking about bounty by observations video with all the like foreign and stuff.
And Jared, he said, I thought Diatomaceous Earth was ground up diatoms. It is. Just Google it. It'll tell you it's ground up plankton and all kind of other fossils and stuff like that. And
yeah, no, JT, tell Gay to be sure to spade or neuter your straws.
That's mean, man. Don't do that.
Hey, don't get that Diatomaceous Earth wet,
Who
man.
said they're reproducing? Gay said he had two. JT said how straws reproduce. Hashtag how straws reproduce.
BD, you said don't get Diatomaceous Earth wet. You can't,
yeah, dude.
It's never coming back.
Yeah, like it'll suffocate the airflow through the soil. Like it'll get wet. It'll get wet, and then it'll sometimes cause mold underneath it. You got to keep the topsoil dry with it.
Yeah,
I've never done
true. That's true. It turns it starts getting like a brownish color.
Yeah, I had to scrape it off before because I watered from the bottom a little bit too much, and it soaked all the way up to the top.
It gets crusty.
Later, JDS.
Later, JDS.
About to die.
For JDS.
Yeah, I've never actually used DE on my plants. I know the concept. I know what it does. So I've got that kind of experience, but I've never actually put it on my plants.
I sprinkled it around.
I put sand. I put sand on the top of my plants so that, fungus gnats don't actually pop out, but.
Really? How does that work?
I don't know. I guess the whole top part was dried out. I don't know. Maybe it was luck more than anything.
You're talking about the soil.
Yeah, the top of the soil.
No, but some people do sprinkle the earth on the leaves and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I do outside sometimes. It helps.
Yeah,
keep,
the best way to put it is on the top of the soil, because that way, if you have fungus gnats trying to come through, they rip themselves up and they die. But on the plant themselves, I don't know what they're actually getting. I mean, I guess that would be a foliar spray, but what are they actually gaining from having that on their leaves?
You know what's good for fungus gnats? The crushed mosquito dunks. You sprinkle the soil. It goes. You got to top water though with the dunks. You get that, supposed to kill the larva, but you might have to deal with the airborne. So between like fly tape and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, dude. I went to Home Depot. I went to Home Depot and grabbed, like, in the paint section, they have like those free test strips, and I grabbed all the yellow ones they had. Then I put some petroleum jelly on it. Then I made little sticky traps and hung them up everywhere for my white flies I had. And there was like thousands of them that would stick to these traps I made. Then I would just throw them out and make new ones. And it worked. Yeah. They're all gone.
Batman, what is that you're talking about though for the fungus gnat larva, because I've had a problem with that this past season or like past winter. I had a real bad problem, and I only top water my stuff, so that would be useful.
It's called mosquito dunks. It's like these donuts. They look like they're made of oatmeal, and they're used to put in standing water so mosquitoes don't breed on it. It's supposed to kill the mosquitoes and their larvae, but it works for fungus gnats. So you crush them. I got that little, the little spice thing with the. I put them in there. I snap them. Then I finish grinding them up to a powder, and you sprinkle all over the soil. But when you water, you have to get that wet so it could soak down and
Yeah.
kill whatever larva is in the soil. Yeah, when I did that my first year growing from seeds, I had the tent up here in the attic, and yeah, the I would have like the fly tape to catch the ones that were already out, and yeah, they would get disgusting, like all black, full of freaking gnats, man. But I
Mine,
did get rid of them.
mine wasn't a problem of how many I had. It was a problem of how many larvae were in the soil. I would let the soil dry out to where they would end up dying a lot of times. But I had a problem with a lot of this.
Crazy thing. Last season, no gnats at all season.
But have you?
The indoor grow.
They eat the seed leaves and the roots and stuff though when a little seed is sprouting. And so I'd have like seeds that were just sprouting and they'd come up with almost no seed leaves. They'd be all chewed off. And I'd dig around in the dirt and there'd be that fungus gnat larva in there crawling
Yeah,
around.
supposed to feed on the roots.
Well, they'll also feed on the seed leaves and stuff when a seed is first being germinated before it's popped up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I was getting stuff that was popping up with no seed leaves. And some of them would have just little nubs. Like it was horrible.
I seen that. I've actually had plants that made it to produce from little nubs.
Me too. I had my King Star Stargazer. I almost pitched it because everything was ready to plant in the ground, and that thing was still two little nubs where the seed leaves should have been. And then it finally started to put out its first true leaf. Now that plant's like 3.5 foot tall, and I've picked like 50 to 100 peppers off. It's loaded. It was like the worth of anything. And I'd started it so early, and it was like barely alive when I don't give up on them. Those are survivors to me. Those aren't throwaway plants. If they can go through all that and stay around and stay alive, then they're good enough for me to plant. You never know which one's going to grow out to be a giant.
Yeah, dude. A lot of mine had a lot of problems, and they're all bouncing back finally.
Yo.
I only had like one or two Stargazer seeds too, and I think that was the only one that germinated. And I really wanted to like be able to keep it alive, so like I just planted it and was like, screw it, if it dies, it dies, and it ended up surviving. Once it got like the first couple leaves, it took off.
Yeah, Golden Harvest. I heard people doing that. They put in the microwave whatever soil you're using and kills whatever might be in there.
The
I
only
I bought soil that already has freaking gnats in it, man.
I think that was my problem is the soil had the larva in it because it was during the middle of winter and
It can happen so easy, man. A lot of soils that you get at Home Depot bags. My girl had a problem when she was doing her house plants. She kept buying bags of soil, and as soon as you open it, you see them freaking moving in there.
Yeah, I had to return some mushroom compost from Lowe's, and she said, we get this all the time. People come and return them back.
Yeah, the compost, that shit'll get them so easy, man.
Yeah, especially when you pay a lot for one bag. I'm like, I don't. If you see anything moving, take it back. Don't even use it.
Yeah, I had uh, I had compost do that. I top dressed some blueberries, and then noticed, man, it was the top compost layer was just crawling with gnats, man.
For one thing, I wouldn't want to microwave soil in my microwave. If I had a different microwave that was used for like odd things, that would be one thing. I wouldn't want to
Yo,
just microwave. And
what's
then the
up,
other
Bear?
thing, I've heard that if you microwave the soil, it like kills a lot of the like beneficial things in there.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Takes,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I
Oh,
think
you can
it takes away some of
you can nutrients in the soil too. Shit,
yeah.
won't be doing that.
Yeah. Don't put no peat moss in there. That thing will light up real quick.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
What's up, Bear?
What up? What up, Bear?
I've heard a lot of things about microwaving your soil, putting it in the freezer, blah blah blah, putting it in the oven, all that stuff. And I've also heard all of that like just debunked.
Yeah, I don't know.
And with the putting it in your freezer, that'll be debunked real quick. How about everybody that actually has like a freezing garage?
I heard
Putting
something
soil in
about
the
putting
garage
like
and
boiling water and pouring it into a container of soil. They like poured boiling water on it. I don't know. If you have to
That,
get to that point, maybe you should try some different soil or something.
well,
yeah,
my biggest problem with it is
For real.
you understand your soil. It is like a living, active, biome that of bacteria that you have growing. You don't want to like kill. It's like taking antibiotics. Like, yeah, it's going to kill the bad things, but it's also going to kill the good things. So, like, you don't want to do that. You'd probably rather. I mean, personally, I'd rather have fungus gnats than destroy my soil trying to get rid of them.
I agree.
Hey, what's
And
up, Freak?
Yeah, I was gonna say. With that said, Rev, I I think I do rather take a chance of having to get rid of gnats rather than messing with the soil.
Yeah, I want it to have the best advantage that it can.
Yeah, man.
although for you, Rev, you're just using the soil as a growing medium, and you're feeding a master blend, so you could probably soil.
Yeah.
Just pick the bugs out and eat them.
Yeah, technically that's true, but I mean, every year when I actually put my plants into the solo cups, it's a brand new soil mix. Like it's got bone meal, usually has bone meal, some peat moss, some compost. Can't remember. Pretty much like the Mel's mix, uh, the
Dirt
square
in the
foot garden
dust.
type mix.
Yeah.
Oh man, what's
What's
up,
up,
Bear?
Freaky?
Bear didn't watch my Moab challenge, man. Where were you, dude?
Wait, Bear didn't?
Eddie Guerrero.
He wasn't in the chat, right?
I
I
didn't
didn't
see
see,
him.
but I didn't catch most of it because when I got a Hangouts message from you, and I was like outside, like literally almost finished picking my like last garden
Man,
here at my house.
I man, I'm looking at the stream. It looks like shit, man. I don't know what happened to my connection or whatever the hell, man. Totally not happy with the quality of that stream.
You look. Oh, on
No, on
your.
the Moab bar. I went and rewatched it to see like the part where you ate the bar, and I saw that too. And me and Charles were talking on the phone earlier, and he was like, "Was the connection or was the video quality not good for you on Batman's Moab challenge?" I was like, "Yeah,
No, yeah, it was me. It was totally me. I'm looking at it like, yo, what the hell, man?
Yeah, I'm
It
pretty sure I
sucked,
could only
bro.
get like 240 was the max quality that I could get on your laptop.
And I created the stream on the PC up here, and I wired it. I got a long cable. I did the wire connection, which is a lot better than Wi-Fi. And my phone was connected to the Wi-Fi that's downstairs, so it was full strength. I don't know what the hell, man.
I hear gunshots somewhere.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Fireworks, fireworks outside.
Labor Day weekend.
Well, you never know. He is in New Jersey. They call it fireworks. It could be gunshots,
The
gang
first one especially
retaliation.
sounded like a gunshot. Like I heard that thing.
Yeah, it's the hood.
Yeah.
No neighbors, just the hood.
Everybody in the chat saying that too.
Drive by.
I swear the first one really sounded like a gunshot. It was like, like I swear.
Yeah. Well, no, it was like pop, pop. And that's where it was like, that sounds like a gunshot, like a block away.
Uh,
Oh, Gage says BD looks like Smokey on Friday. Oh, I'm not.
It's
touching
just
that.
Alfred out there protecting the garden. He
That
saw.
could be a really good compliment, but that could be a really, in my mind, that's just mean.
Alfred caught somebody sneaking into the gardens, taking care of Batman.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was
BD.
it was a couple squirrels.
BD, you smoking my shit?
No way, man. No way.
Wait,
You
is that
playing
big?
with my emotions?
Bye, Felicia.
You playing with my money? It's like playing with my emotions.
Oh man.
Where are you at, JT? I thought you had some mead. I thought you were ready to go. I sent you an invite. I'll send an invite to my small farm channel if you want.
Maybe it's somebody different. Maybe it's not JT. Who knows?
Oh man, I like that randomness. I'm gonna send an invite just because. Doesn't show up on my.
Who's coming in?
Nah, it doesn't show up.
He's hiding.
Yeah, he is.
JT
Who?
want to be our friends.
Here. Send him another invite just so it makes him feel more guilty. Coming to your main channel there, my small farm channel. Drinking whiskey and hot chocolate. That's a good combination to be on a live stream.
Holy shit.
Would you start a fire?
Nah, dude, I just straight up had a freaking brown recluse like crawl up my arm. I'm not even kidding.
Why do you attract those things? That's like the 7th one in like 2 weeks.
It's the whiskey, man. The spiders are coming back to get a taste of it.
Dude, like, I mean, I know straight up what a brown recluse looks like. And this is literally a freaking brown recluse.
Oh, dude, I got those things all over the place.
Dude, just crawled up my arm.
BD.
Yeah, I got those things all over the place.
BD, you pinky?
Yeah, I'm pinky,
That's
man.
one crazy motherfucker.
Dude, that's freaking scary. I'm gonna burn this thing. I already squashed it. But, ooh.
Light it on fire. Yeah, torture it. Torture it.
Oh, it smells
There
bad.
you go.
I don't even care.
PETA is totally not going to like my channel now.
If anybody wants to rescue brown recluses, they can do it somewhere else because everyone here is gonna die. That thing was on my freaking arm.
Hey, he said you're Spider-Man. Crazy.
They didn't bite me. Like, luckily they haven't bit me yet. But dang, like, I'm sitting on my bed.
Dude, they love your bed, man. You should flip over your bed right now. I bet there's 3 underneath it. Let's take bets. Anybody? I got 3.
I'm not gonna do that because I just don't want to know. Like I've killed like
Because I don't want to know.
I've probably killed like a dozen in my room in the past like couple weeks.
They like you, man. They really do.
Well, I live in a freaking area that's infested with them. It's not anything new. Like, and they really aren't. Like, I mean, that one could have bit me at any time. It probably crawled up my leg and up my back and was like all over me. And it got on my arm, and rather than like biting me, it jumped off my arm onto the floor.
Well, now that you show me
Cruising
what they
around,
look
like,
like,
I'm not.
I have those things all over the place.
Well, that wasn't a good example because I'd squashed it on the floor, but they're like almost translucent, long, skinny legs, and they've got a distinct shape on their back. And if you like look at it really close, it looks like they have like a little fiddle. You can look them up on Google, and that's what they look like. I've been around brown recluses my whole life. Brown recluses and black widows are not uncommon in my area at all. And brown recluses, when you have one brown recluse, you have a lot of brown recluses. There's no such thing as one brown recluse. Black widows, though, are more solitary, and you might see one here and one there. You aren't ever going to just see a bunch of black recluses. If you see one, you've got more than one. So they come in packs, and they don't really make webs. They just cruise around.
If you see what?
Brown recluses.
Those are brown bears.
Oh, I thought you said brown bears.
No, I just had a freaking recluse on my arm.
That's my coaster. My man.
You gotta be wary about those guys. When you like roll up on them, they're either gonna jack you or not.
Spider
jerky. Hey, chocolate dip spiders. There you go.
Yeah.
Next challenge.
There you go. Rob versus the chocolate dipped brown recluse spiders.
The chocolate spider challenge.
That or I could make them like hard candy and just like put a brown recluse in the middle of each piece of hard candy.
Well, like Bounty said, the chili spider challenge. There you go.
Yeah, I mean I could make like hot, like spicy hard candies, but just like that way it's like clear candy where you could like see the spider inside.
Right. That would be cool right there. Fossilized pepper spider.
The brown recluse challenge. I don't know if it's poisonous to eat them or not.
Nah, it's just badass to eat them. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
You might get some stomach cramps. That's all.
Oh,
Oh.
The old Tootsie Pop commercials, and I'm the owl.
I am like seriously paranoid now though.
Oh, dude, I'm totally serious. Flip your bed over. Let's find out how many brown recluse are like around your bed right now.
Don't want
This
to.
could be like a reality show. Just Rob versus the bed. All right, I'm getting ready to go to bed now, so we're gonna find out how many brown recluse around here. Just set up your camera on a tripod, and you're like flip over your bed, like, oh, there's one, whack. Oh, there's another one, whack.
Yeah, I just used like the bill of my hat to squash that one on the floor. I was like trying to think.
Yeah.
I was going to use my phone, but I was like, nah, it's not good. But it like landed on the floor and it like froze still for a second, so it gave me an opportunity to squash it. Otherwise, it would just
Squish
run
it.
right under my bed.
Yeah, you gotta squish it.
See, like I don't mind spiders, and for years I've had like wolf spiders and stuff in my room, and I don't bother those. And the funnel spiders, those are cool. I actually saw one like when I was looking for brown recluses, and it was like over by the head of the bed, down by like the floorboard. And I was like, okay, we're cool. Like I'll let you be, because at least those things eat the brown recluses and stuff. But brown recluses, no, I'm not cool with that. Anyone I see in my territory is dead. I've got 2 sheds outside that are infested with them. I don't bother them out there because they don't bother me either. They're just there. But No, they get in my house, they're dead.
So Stephen Miller said that I'm Two-Face. So I guess the guy from Batman.
That's messed up.
Oh, and Rocky said that, hey, Rob, they might be crawling on you in your sleep. Talking about the brown recluse.
I
bet
thought
they
about
are.
that the other night because we're talking about like me and somebody, or maybe it was on a stream, I don't know, talking about how like people like eat so many spiders per year. I was like, dang, I bet I've like swallowed a freaking brown recluse in my sleep probably. Because there was another time where I was like, it was in the morning and I was getting up, but I was still kind of tired. And so, like, you know how sometimes you'll get up and you'll like adjust your pillows and then like lay back down for a minute? I just like got up and I adjusted my pillows. And when I moved one of my pillows, there was a freaking brown recluse underneath it. Washed it. And I like lifted up my covers another day and there was one like underneath there. And there was one like right above my bed next to me one day on the wall and I squashed it. Like, and I've never seen brown recluses in my house until like, I think this year is the first year I've really seen them. But we had a really rough winter. And they say like whenever you have a really rough winter, it always makes everything come back worse. And that's why when you were saying like, oh, just put the soil in the freezer, I don't think that that's true. I think that if anything, everything's going to come back stronger because that's the way nature is made to survive. I mean,
Oh, and that was another thing I wanted to bring up. It was you the other night, right, Rob? That you were saying like freezing your pods, it will not be a good viable plant or well seed for the
no,
next
yeah,
year.
not at all. It won't. You can't freeze pots and grow the seeds.
Well, I wanted to bring it up that night, but there was a lot of talking going on. But what about like the seed banks, like up there by the Arctic Circle, where they're saving like every seed of every kind of plant that they can think of and keeping it, but they're keeping them frozen. So like if they're
Well,
doing that with seeds, then why wouldn't it be good to have frozen seeds actually, throw them into the soil and
I can
bang, you've got.
tell you very simply why that is the truth, and that is the truth. And freezing your seeds will keep them better for longer. But I can tell you why, and that's because seeds were harvested and then dried and then frozen. Whereas when you put a pepper in the freezer, the seeds are still full of moisture. They haven't
Gotcha.
been,
Which will break
yeah, so
molecular.
it's not a viable seed anymore. But if you take the seeds and you dry them properly and then you put them in the freezer in a dry container that's completely moisture proof, then they can last for, I mean, unending amounts of time just about.
That's a really, really good point. I hope everybody picked up on that because that was one thing where I'm like, no, Rob, you've got to be wrong. But once you put it like that, no, you're absolutely right because it's full of moisture. So when you molecularly freeze something, it's going to break on the
Yeah,
molecular level. Whereas when they're already dried, then you freeze them, they will just keep.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a really, really good point. So there you go, people. Look at that. We learned something tonight.
And also, I always hear people ask.
All out of my ignorance.
I always hear people ask if seeds from dehydrated pods are okay to save, and they can be if it's dehydrated on a low enough temperature. But I think once you get up like over 100 degrees or something, then it becomes like risky. And most people dehydrate their peppers on like 135, which is way too high. So if you dehydrate peppers and then save seeds, those seeds are most likely not going to pop. Not to say that you won't get one to pop, but they most likely won't. Basically, if you want to save seeds, you should just take a fresh pepper and cut it open and get the seeds out and dry it like everybody else. I mean, there's no way around that.
All right. Well, I'm looking through the chat here, and everybody is like really into me eating Naga brain. That's not gonna happen.
Oh yeah. Hey, somebody showed up in the chat and was like, "I heard that Rev was gonna be eating a Naga brain tonight."
Well, you done heard wrong. That's for dang sure. No, I got I got a
You have a Naga
freaking
brain?
I got a Kero cream ready to go, man.
What about a Naga brain? You got one?
I got one. It's sitting over there on the counter, and there's no way I'm eating one of those suckers right now. No,
You don't have to.
I got a freaking Kero cream. I don't even know what the hell it is. It
I
smells
got a bunch
heavily
of
like a hot pepper. I can tell you that much.
Let's see that Naga brain.
It's over there on the counter.
I can't see it over there.
Yeah, get your ass up and walk over.
That's a
got a
long walk.
bunch of peppers from Peter Stanley just staring at me, man.
What you got? You
From
got
Peter
a
Stanley, that was a lot of crazy looking peppers, man. Gigantic chocolate, crazy stuff. The Unreaper was in there. Uh, tons of giant, scary looking peppers. I might,
oh.
I
Thanks.
might do
Thanks,
one or two.
JT. JT's money is on a rev roll. All right. I mean, that's a logistical bet, I guess. I don't know. This sucker smells really freaking hot. Dave said it wasn't that hot.
I can tell you by the looks of it, there's no way that thing can be that hot.
Yeah, he's right.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It does have that like kind of ahi mango chubby look to it.
No,
Like,
it looks like a habanero, but peach.
no, it's got like a more rigid side to it. It kind of looks like an ahi mango chubby.
And what's it supposed to be?
Quiero cream. Wait, Steven said me and Blumberg are the Wayans brothers? I don't think we're
Up with all these references tonight.
I don't know, man. It's a
This
lot of
dude-
living up to. This fucker's
Yeah.
it smells hot as hell, man. How to show it, but there is oil inside the pod.
Or juice. It looks like a pretty thick walled pepper. That could just be juices that where you cut it.
It's kind of thin walled. If you look at the where my thumb is, it's really not that.
It's still like a medium walled pepper, but it's
Yeah.
thicker on the other side.
I'll go medium.
It's not a thin walled pepper.
I don't know.
You sure that's not a Hijovito?
No, it was a keto cream, which Dave
We'll
sent.
try it. We'll talk about
Try it and talk
it. It can't
about
be
it.
that.
That looks like a Jovito, man.
No, I got a bunch of those. Hang on. I got a bunch of
Yep.
those.
Yours doesn't have any heat, right?
Not the though. No, I got a pile of Hobitos. Well, there you go. I don't know if that's actually showing up. Hey, look at that. A bunch of them fell off.
Those look delicious.
Yeah. Missing one. But I also have 2 Naga brains. Well, one with a green spot there.
That's like those potato chips you get at the bottom of the bag. You see like a little green spot on the side of it. Like it's still good. You just got to eat it.
That's a good reference.
For real, you might see one of them chips in the bottom of the bag.
Oh yeah, every time almost.
It's the lucky chip.
But no, these are the I don't even know what classification they are. I believe ahi. Keto cream. They smell hot as hell. Like they got a lot of capsicum smell to them. So I'll
if
go
you're
with the big
worried
one.
about it, cut a half into a quarter and try a quarter, and then, or just eat a half.
I don't understand your weird terminology of I cut it in half.
So you could cut one of the halves in half and try a quarter if you're concerned.
Well,
I don't think it's that hot. I would just eat half.
why would I do that?
Just
That
eat half.
would
Just eat it.
that would
Eat
be
it.
disrespecting the pepper. All right, well, here's half. That's weird.
Which one was that one?
The keto cream.
That Cheerio, the Cheerio cream?
Oh, it's pretty damn hot.
So is that all you have to say about it? It's pretty damn hot. Any flavors, anything?
Yeah, they were there.
Well, you heard it, folks. The Kiro cream, they were hot. Rev gave his official review. Pretty damn hot. You could taste them.
Rob, I just found another yellow jacket. Just started putting out pods.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I have to.
Later, Charles.
Later, Charles.
Is the other one that's putting out pods putting out any better shapes, or is it similar to the one that you had?
The one that's been putting out a lot of pods, that one, uh, yeah, the first ones were kind of roundish, but it's shaped up. They all started looking like their shape soon after. They kind of look like like Dorset Nagas a little bit, but rounder bottoms.
Yeah, I haven't had any good shapes on my two plants this year. Like, I got both just like kind of rounded bottom ones that are not looking good, and they got like smaller and shorter and rounder as time went on. And I also haven't had any
Yeah,
that had that yellow color. All mine have been like kind of that Scotch brain, like yellow orange color. Charles has one though that he says has got like that bright yellow, like he described it as like Camaro yellow color, and
I
I
got
haven't got any of the
the
color.
yeah the second plant that was the mystery, one of the well, the only mystery plant I had. That one did good shapes right from the beginning.
Yeah, I haven't even like I've been trying to get one to like collect seeds from, and I haven't even like gotten like a single decent shaped one or even the right color. I say like I can't say I didn't get a decent shaped one. I had one or two that looked all right, like kind of had the shape I wanted, but they were slightly different and the color was off. And I've still got a ton more seeds from the seeds that I'd saved before. I might have to like grow those up next year if I like can't get further along one.
Hey, Batman. Aaron said you tried the Unreaper, or he did today at lunch.
Aaron?
Yeah, and she said tried a piece of the Unreaper from Peter today at lunch. Lit my ass up.
Oh yeah, I think Bear, yeah, because he got a box from Peter too, and yeah, he told me about that. He did. I didn't know it was the Unreefer, man. That was a big step, Bear. There were a lot of normal looking pods. I got Korean Gochu. There was the Till. Uh, yeah, there was a few nice. They weren't all scary, but yeah, a lot of scary pods in there, man. And they look so good.
The one thing I will say about those yellow jackets, even the ones that I've gotten off my plants this year, is that the flavor, the smell, and the heat has been pretty much consistent with everything that it was last year as far as pod to pod goes, which I've tried several, like slivers off several different pods to see. And the flavor and smell and heat has stayed about the same. It's just I haven't been getting any like shapes that I wanted or even the right color.
What up, Julian?
Well, I've been here the entire time,
What's up, Julian?
and that Kiddo Cream definitely has a little bit of a heat to it. I didn't want to walk away because I didn't want to be like, oh, look at him. He's like walking away looking for some kind of weird relief. I actually have milk in my fridge for the first time in like a year, and I'm not going for it. But this damn pod is freaking hot as hell, man.
Then that must mean that the Naga Brain is not very much hotter, so you should try it.
Good point. Good
Yeah, it's
point.
only just a little bit hotter. Yeah, I'm not trying that fucker.
Oh no! Hey, Cemetery. He said he's the chicken hawk, man. Hey, look up that definition, man. It's not that good. Oh my god.
And yes, JT, still burning. Still. Still.
Where is that JT fella?
I have no clue. I sent him an invite and he automatically switched to a different account. So apparently he's scared of something. Maybe there's like a Canadian warrant or, something like that. No, I'm good, Michael. Whew. Bear said, just say it's hot in the room. It's not that hot. Not only that, no, I have it turned down to like 74. My AC is actually working. I actually fixed it. But, yeah. Need to turn this fan on.
Day drinking. That's what everyone's gonna be doing all weekend here for Labor Day weekend.
Sweet. Let's do live streams all weekend long.
Kurt Angle.
BD should start a live stream. Like, hey, what's going on? I'm
I'll
hanging
be
out here,
I'll
like
be
doing my live stream. Oh, look at this. It's JT Bear. He's been day drinking. Hop on my live stream. Hey, what's up, Mr. Bear? Like 30 minutes later, he'd be like, okay, well, Bear's out of here. So, yeah, anybody else want to like hop on here and like say hi? And next thing you know, it'd be Chad the Walrus. Like, I just totally scored this blah, 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 amount of fish.
Chad beat me to the catching a fish on a pepper. I was really wanting to do that, and then I've been like, oh, Chad already did. But I guess I could still do it just to like see if I can do it. Next time I go pick my across town, I'm gonna take some of my black pearls with me because they're like nice little like round red peppers, and I could easily just like put a hook through one of those, and it looks almost like one of those like little salmon eggs that you buy at the store, like to fish with. I'm sure that the fish out there would just tear those up. I'm gonna catch a fish on a pepper just to do it.
JT said that we're all killing him. Well, just imagine what it would be like if you were here on the live stream. Weird.
Is JT Barry even real? He may just be a figment of my imagination at this point.
That's exactly the way I take him. Like, he could be like something in my subconscious, like, oh yeah, you should totally plant that. You should totally plant that. You know, like that kind of thing. Or maybe he's just back there like, I'm not really real, but, you know, I actually talk every once in a while. What do you think, Petey?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
About as descriptive as Rev's pepper review.
Oh, yeah. It tastes like a...
Oh,
it tastes like
it's
a...
hot.
You can taste it.
I'm going to start doing mine just like this, so it tastes like a pepper.
Yeah, it's got
it
pepper
tastes like
characteristics.
the color, it tastes like the color red. I could really taste the color in it.
When I asked him if it had any flavor or how were the flavors, he said, you can taste it.
And yes, Shocks, JT is a figment of my imagination.
That's what I thought. If he was really be here, I thought there was some link sent out or something, but maybe that was a figment of my imagination too.
Yeah, I seen in the PLC and a lot on YouTube, people are already starting their seeds for the winter time and for next year already.
I got a long while before I start stuff.
Everybody's asking about Susie. I don't know. I talked to her a few minutes before I went live.
What'd she say?
I sent her a picture of my pepper harvest, and she said that was awesome. Well, I say that. It's not that great.
Trying to set up this LED sign I got from my
That was my pepper harvest.
That's a nice harvest. I mean,
yeah, it's really small. I
no,
like the way you were saying
for
that, bro.
what you had, like as late as you got them out, that's a nice harvest.
That was just today.
I watched your video.
How long can you have your peppers in your was it in your what's it called, a tent or your greenhouse?
And
like, how long can you have them in there for? Like till December? Or?
Yeah, until it freezes.
I think I remember a video you had last year where like you left them go and there was like a frozen pod or something on one of them.
Yeah, I love that video. It was like I forget how it was titled, but it was after it froze, and it's like, let's see if the peppers survived or not. And you went out there. And
hey, JT, I'm not worthy.
Oh, shite.
You guys are a bunch of bullies. Bunch of bullies. I'm sitting here, I'm trying to drink, have some
You have to say
yogurt.
fucking bully.
Where's the mead?
The meat is here. It's hot cocoa and whiskey tonight.
Nice.
That's
Hot
awesome.
chocolate whiskey.
So
Water and whiskey.
water and
What's
whiskey.
up, JT?
Well,
Woo!
Batman, did you see the super chat?
Huh?
Batman,
those
did you see Bear put a super chat saying Batman needs some more cursing? Step it up.
Yeah.
Well, I can try and represent on behalf of Canadians. Do my best to fucking cover Susie's basic shit ends of the thing. But I don't want to piss anybody off because I already fucking think Susie hates me after our little conversation after the live stream. So I just have to say straw lives matter and carry on.
Fucking A.
I've
Fucking
been
A.
missing a straw all night. I have to go get a straw.
Oh, straws?
Yeah, straight or bent. We need to know. Your straws have arrived.
Yeah, I've got bendy straw.
Well, it's all about preference. I mean, some people like them straight, some people like them bendy.
Exactly. That's why we're asking. But we're shipping out reusable straws, you know, to a few individuals.
I think if it was a question, like an actual question, if I prefer straight or bendy,
Yeah, that's the question.
Mhm.
I think I prefer straight. Probably straight.
I don't know if these are going to show up.
Oh, the middle one.
See
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Watch your eyeballs.
Straight is my preference.
Straight is your preference?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm under attack here.
but I have bendy straws in the kitchen, so I was gonna get one of those for my drink. But
So
hello,
you're
JT. And
soft, bendy, hard straights.
Soft, bendy, hard, straight. Now,
yeah.
maybe just overcomplicate.
Well, I mean that's like a very good statement, though.
Oh, shit.
It's an accurate statement, you know?
It's an accurate statement.
Are you sure you still want me here,
Absolutely.
Ref?
Absolutely.
Straw lives matter.
Straw lives matter, yeah.
Steve
Yeah, I
Miller
need
says
some
I'm the
straw
lead singer of Motorhead. I can't name a Motorhead song.
Oh, you don't know Motorhead?
I know of them. I know their logo, but I can't name you one song that they actually sang.
Seen a Motorhead patch once on a jacket. About it.
Hey, you don't know Ace of Spades from Motorhead?
That's the one I was thinking of.
Oh, I didn't think that was
Nice band,
Motorhead.
Ace of
I
Spades.
thought it was somebody else. The Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades. Yeah, I know that song.
It's from, where do I know
thought
that?
that was somebody else, though.
Grosse Point Blank. That's what I know that from. When the Quickie Mart's getting shot up.
Ooh.
Nah, can't see it. Couldn't be the Joker. I still want to be the Penguin. I thought I was playing about that earlier, Steven. Danny DeVito. I'll take that role.
Back to the Penguin.
Yeah.
Nah.
Hey,
What if I gotta be
JT.
the villain?
Monocle?
JT,
Yeah.
you know what I want to be?
Batman.
Well, already am. No, but seriously, I want to be like you and Sharks,
Insane.
and I have just the thing. Look, instantly.
Look and feel instantly Canadian. Magic, life-transforming breath spray. Succumb to the fantasy.
Oh,
my
man.
God,
I need that.
Huh?
Oh, man. I would
That's
totally
cultural appropriation, man.
50 points.
I could
Yeah,
totally
I-
fool all the ladies with that package.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is the best thing I've seen all day, man.
You
That's
need a
priceless.
lumberjack.
That's right.
So is that one of those like dangerously minty sprays, or
Dangerously minty.
that or maple
Story
syrup?
After you use it.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff in the cart in the back.
Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead. She cooked my yogurt.
Oh, that's right. You were done.
I am done. Take it.
You are not.
I
There's
am.
still some in the bottom.
She's fighting with me on live stream. I don't know what to do. Rev, defend me.
You just roll with it.
Just roll with it.
Yeah.
Is that a good idea? I've got wheels.
Roll with it. Exactly.
I'm not quite sure I'm up to that level. Excuse me.
Yeah, you totally looked like an alcoholic when you did it the other way.
Yeah, much better. Trying to be discreet, man. It's not my strong suit.
You
Described
almost
as
kicked me out with your chair.
well, you should be more careful. You know I'm psychotic. Jeez.
What are you doing over there, Shocks?
Yeah, shocks.
Nothing.
Trains and stuff. Trains
Would
and
you
big.
shut up? You ratted me out. I was gonna mess with them for a good hour, but you ratted me out.
Oh no, my mods are awesome, and they probably would have timed you out.
So
man.
There's a reason he's more
I'm
selective.
just saying, my mods are awesome.
yeah,
They don't put up with all kind of crap. Whenever they're like, "What the heck is this, man?" All right, yeah, no, pause.
That said, certain shades of crap you can get away with for quite some time if you're creative enough.
Oh yeah. Oh no, you imagine the amount of crap that I could be putting out on your live stream, JT?
Oh, I can only
Oh
imagine.
man, it's Revto over here, and I've got a crazy question for everybody. Like, what do you think about like? And I just go into like a 20-minute question.
Yeah, and the problem with that would be what?
It would just be really weird and awkward when you finally get down to the bottom of it.
Depends on what the question is, I guess. And I like those kind of questions, so it might only get weird for you.
I like that look in the background there, Shucks. You gave that look like, right, he's gonna get what he deserves.
Actually, I was
We all
looking at
get what we
Batman's
deserve.
roof.
The attic there?
Yeah, it's really neat.
There's a bat in his belly.
Ah,
That's your excuse anyway.
yeah, yeah. Who's doing shooters tonight? I saw Rev drinking little glasses of water.
Hey, JT, Steven said you're the lead singer of Rage Against the Machine.
I'll take it.
Hey, he's been giving out compliments all night.
Hey, look, tonight's drinking game, every time Steven identifies you as someone else, you have to take a drink.
Haha.
Wait, I got it. The lead singer of Rage Against the Machine, Zach LaRoche.
What happens if I do this, though?
Whenever
That's
I,
all that matter.
Change things?
I rescued two
Oh, there you go.
that's hilarious, JT.
None are bendy. I saved two of them.
Two. Save the straws, man.
Straw lives matter.
Straw lives matter.
Golden
Straws
Harvest
are plastic,
how's it
too.
going?
I got nothing over here, JT.
I used to do that. When I did security, I was Mr. Clean, and I got to tell you, me, Mr. Clean in a goatee, it's actually,
Hot.
you don't have to do much more. You can stand there, people back away.
Well, wait, what was that, Shocks?
Something about temperature.
Was that in Celsius or Fahrenheit?
I don't think it matters.
Off the charts. I'm lucky he's got
It was in response
lots
time.
lots of different looks.
It's true.
Sometimes I come home and I'm like, who are you? Oh, I do know you.
I know it's hard to tell who it is if he isn't wearing the red dress.
You know, that helps.
No, I was commenting earlier today about that dress, actually, and this particular group of individuals.
True story.
And I was like, okay, so I've got to do that chicken coop video where I'm going to cut down some of those smaller trees because I'm too cheap to buy like 2x4s and shit. So I'm just going to spend 5 days doing it instead. I'm like, I should make this video in the red dress because these guys, they'll love it. It gets so much traction, and everything in that dress. I don't know, sequins, I guess, are good for
That's
me.
my bridesmaid dress. That's my glam gardening dress.
You think she'd
My
let me
stunt
borrow that
double
pink cowboy
dress.
hat in the background to go with it?
No.
Let's use that.
No.
Really let him borrow that
Cowboy hat.
in the red dress.
Yeah, well, it's your pink cowboy hat. It's your red bridesmaid dress. You know, it all kind of flows together here.
Oh, different ends of the story there.
Yeah, there are other stories that could be shared, but that'll be after it's no longer live.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I have a wicked awesome collection of cowboy hats from a previous job that I had.
It's true.
And no, they're mine.
They all made you wear cowboy hats?
No, it was personal choice. We rocked it.
It's about the look, about getting them tips.
That was awesome. Yeah, I collected a lot over like what 10 years I was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a freaking good time.
Moving stuff out here, we had like 2 big bags of cowboy hats that were hers.
Howdy, partner.
Kind of had it. You know, you gotta love the wide brimmed hat. It's everything. That's why I still wear mine. It protects you from the rain up front, protects you from the rain in the back. If you got birds, they got somewhere to land. Wide brimmed hats are the only way to go.
Well, I had one that went with every outfit.
That's true too. That's why I like straw. It's neutral. It goes with everything.
Yes.
That straw hat's awesome too.
Anyone?
Anyone?
Cheers.
Yay!
Yeah, there we go. Rob.
Yeah.
Rev.
Batman.
Batman.
Oh, man. Small glasses of water.
Oh, yeah. They're better for you when you have them in little cups.
Yay!
So much better that way.
And Chad was asking, what's everybody drinking?
Whiskey and hot chocolate.
Small glasses of water over here.
I got whiskey and water on the rocks, which the rocks are pretty much dissolved at this point.
Liquid rocks.
I need more rocks.
And Beady Beads is drinking coffee.
Nah, it's all gone. It's all gone.
That's a tragedy, man. Get yourself a little French press set beside the desk there. And you just kind of pour
I know.
It
I
took
gotta have my pinky out when I'm drinking it. I gotta have the pinky out.
Pepper
me and
junk.
Rev were talking before, and Rev was like, "Dang, Edie said you had to make a cup of coffee. It's been 40 minutes."
Yeah, hey, I made a 16-ounce coffee. It took me like 3 different little, like on the Keurig thing, you load in your own coffee. It took me 3 different sessions to do it.
Gotta love those Keurigs.
I filled up this whole cup with it.
Oh, my.
I love those Keurig.
They're awful.
They are awesome.
Now, we've got this, what is that, a Oster thermal lined coffee carafe. It turns itself off after it's done brewing, stays warm for like 8 hours later. That's awesome.
Jinx.
Yeah, you owe me drink, eh? Tell you
Oh, snap.
I guess you said it first. You just shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I wasn't there. I just.
Remember, 2 black eyes means she told me twice.
Come on, I'm a nice girl.
I'm waiting for that drink then.
You're hot.
Don't have it.
No, that one left a stupid red triangle in the middle of your head last time you wore it.
It's true, but it's a bear hat.
Yeah, but it looks cool.
That's
I
awesome.
don't know about cool, but it's, you know.
Hey, that's a cool
terrible.
song.
Is that visor?
Yeah. Amongst the other random stuff we find at random dollar stores. Or was that?
Out at a dollar store. If you see that, that's like a must buy.
Well, it's a bear.
Yes.
Had to do it. Yeah. Oh. Well, I don't know. Hearing an awful lot of silence here. I think I should bounce, man.
No, that is an invitation for you to actually go ahead and talk.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
I've learned historically, whenever I ask if it's a good idea and the person
Here we go.
giggles, not a good idea. I'm just saying.
Hey, Rev. Thanks.
All right, back at you, girl.
Number one source of giggles after questions.
They know that this drink is like 10 times more enjoyable with straws in it.
Plastic makes it better.
Straw lives matter.
Like, I wouldn't enjoy it as much just drinking out of the glass. The straws make the difference.
I have no straws. I'm pretty lame.
Oh,
You will.
No?
Do you like it bendy or straight?
Yeah, we need to know, man. Otherwise, we're gonna have to make assumptions.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Assumptions is totally the way to go.
Oh.
Again, is that a good idea, Master? I don't know.
So you want the straw with this?
Yeah, exactly. I have no clue what you're talking about, but that is exactly what I mean.
There was one very special straw that came in the package, so I think you just signed yourself up for that one.
Yeah, that's me.
The straw?
Zing.
Well, there were a couple of straws,
Yeah.
so it's all right.
Oh.
So what are you making? More chocolates?
Yeah.
Let's see. So, Rev, do Sugar Rush peaches ever actually ripen?
No.
Ripen?
Hey, Rev will tell you when they're ripe. You just got to message him and send him the picture first.
No, you just
I'm
need
not
to
asking
watch,
once a week or anything. Like, is it ripe yet? Is it ripe yet? Is it ripe?
watch his last update. His last update, he had like riper Sugar Rush peaches than I've ever had on my plants. And he was like, yeah, this one needs like another week or two. And I was
Yeah, I caught that. I'm like,
Here
JT, in case you're wondering, not ripe yet.
Here they both are.
Are they actually ripe, though?
No.
Why'd you take them?
This one right here, this one right here on that side, that one is very close to being ripe, but this one, no. I picked them both just to encourage the plant to keep on producing.
I don't think mine are going to get to that color on the plant, man.
No, they will. But no, you will.
Dude, it's getting cold fast here at night. The days are nice, but the nights suck.
I mean, this one isn't that bad. I mean, it's not completely ripe, but I mean, that would be a good representation of like, hey, look at me.
I'm just saying, they got a lot more color than my most colorful peach is all. So.
Yeah, but like this big one, no. That thing's way too yellow. I picked it just because like it had peach color, and I was like, fuck you. Produce more.
Up yours.
Exactly.
Sugar Rush, my ass is like rush hour. I tell you what. I got 45 pods, but they're going nowhere. Somebody forgot a word in that title.
the Sugar Rush Red, I think, takes maybe longer to ripen. What
I
I've
don't
seen.
hear that. I've got no color at all on my Sugar Rush Reds.
Yeah, they take all the time. But the one thing that I can say about those is when they start to ripen, at least you can tell when they're ripe because then they just turn red.
Yeah, red's pretty obvious when you get to red. Peach is a very sort of judge at your own discretion kind of color.
Yeah, and they start to look peach. It's like a nice, like white peach at first, and then it gets a little yellowy peach, and then you'll notice like the tip half will be darker peach, and the rest of it will be lighter peach, and then it's like, when the hell are these ever going to finish? And I don't think I've ever waited long enough for a Sugar Rush peach to fully ripen. Because
oh no, that's the only way to go. No, the way you're talking, like, no, that's the way it goes. It's like a white peach, and like, oh, it has like white with some peach, and then like, oh, it's like got some orange with some peach, and no, like that's what I'm always trying to tell JT. Like, no, you will see it. It will be like white. It'll be like yellow. Then it'll start turning peach. Then it'll be completely peach. Then it'll be like 100% peach. Then it'll be like 3 weeks later and it'll be the best peach you've ever seen. That's when you actually
9-minute
harvest them.
season, man. 9 minutes. That's it. That's all I got. I don't know. Thinking maybe that'll be an indoor pepper for future years. I like that matchbox though. That thing put on peppers hard, fast, and quick. Maybe not the world's sexiest or hottest pepper, but
I like Cemetery's comment.
ooh,
I don't know.
I got no chat feed.
And Cemetery said I only have two pepper plants, almost like just snakes and sprinklers. That was a joke, bro. Dude,
I must have,
fireworks, and he had a fireworks thing, and he was like, I got snakes and sparklers.
Yeah, snakes and sparklers, man.
Just heard an awesome movie if anybody had never seen that.
no bells ringing over here. I missed something, man. I never broke 6 feet. Lots of stuff goes over my head. What can I say?
Yep.
Ooh. So what are some of the fastest peppers anybody's ever grown? This is open to the panel, open to the chat.
Cayenne.
Yeah, for real. I had some like the Cayenne Slims.
I've never grown the Cayenne Slims, but the Cayennes that I typically grow, they take forever to ripen. But it's like, I swear it's like my own Cayenne. I don't know what the hell they are. I've never seen anything like them, and they've got rounded tips. And it's just a genetic that me and one of my buddies have been growing for like 6 years or so. And I keep those around, and they're really good cayennes. Have a good heat, but also a really good flavor, like a medium thick ball, like they aren't thin like some cayennes are, and they won't dry out like some cayennes do, like how you can just let them sit and dry. These ones tend to want to rot on the inside because they're thicker ball than others. But I would say from all the peppers that I've grown this year, one of the fastest ripening peppers, actually two of the fastest ripening peppers, are my yellow jacket, and then probably the fastest of all is the Kangstar Lemon Starburst, because they don't take too long before they start to show color. And then when they start to show color, I swear you'll see a pod with like a little spot of color, and like 8 to 10 hours later, the whole pod is ripe. And I'm sure Batman can agree with that. Those things ripen fast.
Which one is that?
The Kangstar Lemon Starburst.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those plants are doing great, man. It's so
And when they
productive,
start to ripen, they go
consistent
fast.
shape. Yeah, they ripen really fast. Once you see a little yellow, like probably the next day, you'll probably be able to pick it.
Charles timed one on his plant, and it was 8 hours.
Yeah, but Charles lives in Texas. That's a completely different sort of environment. 8 hours growing season in Texas is like 4 days growing season in Manitoba.
Well, those things ripen fast, so maybe it would take you 2 days. But all I know is that I've picked all my stuff out front before, and like in the morning I'll pick it, and then in the afternoon I'll go back out and I'll see like a completely ripe lemon starburst, and I'm like, I know that I didn't miss that earlier. Like it'll literally ripen in like 8 hours or less.
You want another one?
Mm-hmm.
Could be possible.
Well, you have to check that out. I think Charles sent me seeds for that with those Peter pepper seeds.
Yeah.
Oh, Peter Pepper. That's going to be a fun one.
It'll be
I have to
interesting.
say
Yeah.
that those are one of
What
my
are you going to
favorite.
do with that, JT? I hear you and Shucks might have some kind of entertainable story that you have going on with the Peter Pepper seeds.
Well, we're working on it. There's been a lot of playful banter so far, and some completely outrageous suggestions that have been thrown out there. So at least one or two of those have a very good possibility of hitting the surface one day. I'm still leaning towards the bacon wrapped Peter Pepper poppers for the kitchen channel, but I might get flagged for that one.
The Peter Pepper poppers.
You can't get flagged for that. They're freaking peppers. It's not your fault they grew that way.
Oh, you get flags for all kinds of stuff, though. So
Yeah.
Working on my recipe. It's top secret.
Do some chocolate dipped Peter Peppers.
Ooh. White chocolate dip, just the tip.
Yeah.
Just the tip.
Yeah.
I'm getting all copyright strike over here from the kitchen. That's my saying.
White chocolate dip the tip and bacon wrap the rest.
Overly complicated. I like it already. Sounds like everything else that I end up doing in the kitchen starts off simple, but by the time we get to the end, I have no idea what I've done anymore. That's why I have to refer to the video.
I enjoyed your spinach dip video the other day.
Oh, that was from forever ago. I
Yeah.
have so overcomplicated that now, but I missed the simple dip I made back then. You're right, though. Artichoke hearts. Can't get those out here. It's like pulling teeth out of a camel to try and get a can of artichoke hearts at the grocery here. But oh, you hear that? I like it.
Later, Chad.
See you, Chad.
Chad, Morris Nation.
Have a good night.
Morris
Nation out.
What are you doing?
Hey guys, I gotta say good night too, man. I gotta head downstairs.
Well, good night, Mr. Batman.
Have a good night, JT and Sharks. Rob,
Good night, Batman.
Later, buddy.
Later
BDB.
on, Batman.
Hope you have a good evening. Hopefully that bar doesn't come back for its revenge later.
Yeah, I think I'm in the safe zone. Every time it's usually way sooner than this. So
Yeah,
I've
that was
already
like
had
earlier this afternoon.
this is like my probably fifth or sixth beer already. So I'll be all right. JT Bear, I beat Johnny Scoville earlier at the Moab bar.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, so where's your time, JT?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I was interested. I'm fascinated by the bar. Scott, Everyday Canadian, said he tried to order it. Can't get it in Canada. Now have a built-in excuse provided by someone else.
No.
Yeah.
No. That's lame.
Yeah.
Scott, he's the one who threw it out there and said you can't get it in Canada. I'm just riding that wave, man.
Well,
Hey, somebody here can order it for you and forward it.
Yeah.
exactly. That's all I was going to say is that just means that somebody here can order it and then send it to you.
Well, Rev's got the address, so everybody just needs to get all these random things together, send them to Rev. He'll send them up here. And, you know.
I do believe I have the Bear Cave address.
Yeah, actually, you do.
Yeah.
I've got,
Yeah, you don't have to send them to me. All you have to do is send them to somebody that has the address. That way they can forward them.
Yeah, but Rev,
Good night, everybody in the chat.
Later, man.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'll check you guys out tomorrow.
for sure.
3 Pepper guys, right? Well, there's
Yeah.
2 now.
Hey, this Sunday it's gonna be on my channel. Cause
That man's gone.
Oh, yeah. It was a little late. I was just typing something. Hey, what's up, Matt? Barnyard Chicken?
I do believe that I don't want to speak for him, but he had told me at least as of earlier this week that Chad the Walrus would be popping in for the stream tomorrow, helping fill in for Charles. Not sure who else will be there. Maybe a surprise. Who knows? Just have to wait and see.
Random places are always fun.
Well, by tomorrow, you mean 2 nights from tonight. Technically, what, 46 hours, 45 hours?
Did I say tomorrow?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, well, sorry.
He's
Yeah.
just excited, man. It's all good.
I'm
It is
excited
almost
too.
tomorrow. It's almost midnight. It's midnight some places. So
It's midnight in Ref's place.
Yeah, midnight here. 12:09.
it technically is tomorrow by some people.
Tomorrow's such a relative concept. It ranks right up
Well,
there.
well, technically, Rob, it's tomorrow there, but it's not tomorrow there. Like it's tomorrow here, but not there.
Yeah, because there it's today.
Yeah, tomorrow, like here, yeah, it's tomorrow, but there, no, it's yesterday.
It'll be Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, or not Eastern, Central. And I don't do the like math to figure out what everybody else's time zones are. If you know what Central Time is, which is the basic time, it'll be at 8 p.m. Central on Sunday. So you can figure out what your time zone is from there.
Hey, Black Mamba's wanting to know where to get a hold of the Valhalla sausage.
I don't know.
That
Joey
Earlier, it's something on Facebook. It's something
He
farm.
said like old
Yeah,
300
Joey.
Ranch or something.
Joey on Facebook.
Yeah, at old 300 Ranch or something.
Yeah, old 300 Ranch.
9 or something.
It was old 300 Ranch on Facebook. I remember that.
Oh, hey, I got the link right here, man. I'm posting it.
What's the deal with the sausage? It's a giant farmer sausage, and you got to eat it in X time, or what?
No, like I'm pretty sure the guy. Oh yeah, Charles, he knows.
Yeah.
I know a lot about it too. The guy that makes this, it's called the Valhalla sausage, the Valhalla sausage challenge, and it's like a 1 pound sausage link, like one of those big curved sausage links.
Okay.
And it's got 2 different bottles of really hot sauce.
It's got Thor's Hammer, which is like the hottest hot sauce, natural hot sauce out there, non-extra. And does it have the Deverandum in it, or the Exoresco or something?
One of those 2.
Yeah, it has one of those 2. It's got 2 really hot sauces, but it also has a bunch of different scorpion peppers and different stuff in there. And the guy that makes the sausage, he owns his own ranch. He raises all of the livestock, harvests all the livestock, does all the processing himself, outsources his own fresh peppers, everything.
Yeah, hey, I'll tell you
entirely himself. It's like the definition of farm to table from this guy. And a lot of people
Carol said that it was Deverandum.
Yeah,
so Thor's Hammer and Deverandum.
Yeah, Deverandum. It says there's like range
talking about people complain about the price, but like he's actually doing everything. Like, I mean, straight up raising everything that goes into the sausage and then doing all the processing, making the sausage, and then providing it to people. So you pay for quality.
Yeah, for sure. You can have it quick, you can have it cheap, or you can have it, what's the other one? I forget what, but basically pick 2.
Or yummy.
Pick 2. Yeah, I pay for quality any day. If it's actually there, that's the thing, right? A lot of people will pay too much for something, assuming the stiff price means it must be quality. There's so many suckers in the marketplace.
I can't wait to see you pay for the death nuts.
Well, you better wait, man. I'd pay for the nuts. I ain't paying for shipping. That's my problem. I am too cheap. I just won't do it. It's like more for shipping than it is for the product. That's crap.
All you got to do is like move like 45 miles south.
You have no idea what I have to do to move that far south. And a little bit more than 45 miles. It's probably like 48 or something after exchange rate. But no, I wouldn't have to move that far to the south, and I would be, probably welcome in quite a few places. I do know an American or 2. It's amazing.
All you have to do is take a vacation to somewhere near the border and then backpack across the border, have them send to like some business address and just wait out front.
They
Just
say it's the longest unprotected border in the world, but actually there are snipers about every mile or so, and that's all it takes for the average Canadian. So no.
the Canadian Mounties will stop you and be like, "You smuggling dope, boy," and then you'll just like have a backpack with a box of death nuts in there and be like, "No, just death nuts."
Well, I'm a refugee. I'm afraid for my life in my own country. Where are you from? Manitoba. It's cold. I'm afraid. I want to go somewhere
It's
warm.
not cold here, so I'm afraid.
No. Yeah. Well, I need a gray area, somewhere where it's not quite as cold as here, but it still gets actual cold. I don't know. Is there a place with a simple 3-month winter? Do they actually do that anywhere with this global weirdness?
3-month winter? Why
Yeah.
would you have 3 months? Like
Because it's
full
better than
winter?
8.
Like, no, like here it's like 2 weeks. So why would you want 3 months?
That's BS, Rev. You had snow so many different times this past winter, and it was not for a 2-week period.
Yeah, but this winter was like the weirdest winter ever.
It was same here. I like went ice fishing, which that's not a thing in Tennessee.
Oh, that's a real thing here. They go crazy for ice fishing up here. I ain't doing it. I've fallen through a lake once as a kid. Not going to give that one another opportunity. Thanks. I'm good.
I'm a big dude, and I straight up walked out onto the middle of a pond and took a hatchet and chopped through like 4 inches of ice.
Oh, yeah, these folks will drive their truck out there. I'm still not going. Just not
Yeah.
gonna.
It was like 25 for a high for like, or in the like low to mid 20s for a high for like 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, minus 20 is a high for a few weeks there.
Well, then why are you afraid of ice?
Fell through once as a kid. Ain't doing it again. I thought I expressed this quite plainly like minutes ago. Very straightforward. Scarring childhood experience.
Every year, someone here loses their truck in the lake.
That's true too. There's a truck that goes for a swim every year too.
That's how we know when
Trying to
the ice
get
is too thin.
that last
Well,
fishing trip.
that's
Bob lost his truck this year. Better go get your shed.
That's when it gets to the spring thaw though, and people are like still trying to get out there, and they're like driving their truck through like a foot of water on top of a foot of ice, or what they think is a foot of ice. I've seen videos from up north of people literally driving through what looks like a lake on top of a frozen lake. And it's
This
like,
is not,
yeah, that's sketchy. That's where I would draw the line. But when it's cold out and that ice is like clearly solid, it doesn't bother me. What does bother me though is those eerie cracking sounds.
Oh, I like those.
I don't like those. I mean, it's cool from a spectator standpoint if you're like on the bank and like hear the cracking sounds, but if you're standing there and then you like feel and hear the cracking sounds, it's not cool.
start looking around. Was that at my feet? Is that under my tent? Do I need to move? Yeah, no, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. My solution for wintertime fishing is one of those little like Playmobil fishing rods in my goldfish tank in the basement. I'm good. Got it covered, man.
Hey, the barnyard chicken, she said she's an hour and 23 minutes away from that farm that makes the Valhalla sausage.
Nice. Well, you can save on shipping and just drive to get it, I guess.
You can go pick it up.
I think it's a little cheaper if you're local too. If you actually go pick it up, it might be a little bit cheaper. And then also minus, or no, maybe it's just not shipping. I don't know if it's any cheaper if you're local.
But still, okay, so we discussed what the sausage was built with, but like, does it have to be consumed in a specific way or in a specific amount of time, or just I dare you to eat this sausage?
I don't know if there's a time limit on it. Maybe Charles knows something about that. I know Charles is lingering about in the chat, but I do know that the challenge is to eat the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know
One sausage.
I know Johnny Scoville fried it in a pan in the kitchen, and the fumes of it like were crazy.
That guy worries me a little bit. He's not quite human, man. Anybody know if he's been on Hot Ones yet with that First We Feast?
He should.
watching on that.
No, that show sucks.
Well, it kind of does, but I got sucked into it anyway.
No, it sucks.
I
I
was
was
just
into
by
it
how many
like
people they
5
got
years
on.
ago when it came out, but
I think the thing that really made me get sucked into it was Neil deGrasse Tyson on there. And I'm like, really? Really? On a YouTube show? How the hell did you pull that off? Okay, here we go. Entertaining, though. But the sauces they're selling in there. So that's the last dab everybody's talking about, right? Like that's the one everybody's shitting on?
The last dab is not that hot. And the one that's in
Charles
also the Thor's Hammer and Deborandum.
You said you got to try this one called Thor's Hammer.
Well, I'm not
Charles
saying
will say that
I'm just asking if that is in fact the sauce that everybody is going off about.
Oh yeah, I guess the most marketed one.
That's
Thor's Hammer. Charles said is the hottest hot sauce that he's had. He said that 1 tablespoon of Thor's Hammer was hotter than 2 tablespoons of Last Dab and 2 tablespoons of Exoresco because he messed up his video when he was doing the Exoresco versus Last Dab, and he did a tablespoon of each, and then he realized his camera wasn't recording, so he had to redo it and did a tablespoon of each back to back, and that one hurt. But he said 1 single tablespoon of the Thor's Hammer lit him up in his stomach later on worse than doing 4 tablespoons combined, 2 of each of the Exoresco and the Last Dab, which he said Exoresco is hotter than Last Dab by far. And so the Thor's Hammer is just like the top of the top, like hottest natural hot sauce. That's without going into hot sauces that have extract in them, which, yeah, I'm not disputing that there may be hotter hot sauces out there, but those aren't going to taste good because they aren't natural hot sauces made from peppers. They have extract.
Yeah, I like the idea of avoiding extracts, I think, in sauces.
I don't like extract. It doesn't taste good.
I seen an everyday Canadian eat a spoonful of ghost pepper extract on one of his videos.
That's a little beast mode. How did you do with that one?
Oh, he got sick, man. He tried to hold it down and he wouldn't swallow it. Oh man. His friend, I think, threw up in the sink.
Oh, brutal.
But yeah, it was real thick like molasses.
You cook it down, you cook it down. Ouch. Yeah, I can't even handle some of these fresh pods anymore, and I'm on the lower end of things with what I can grow here. I'm sure those extracts would kill me, but you always get that taint to the flavor with what they pulled it out with. So yeah, natural sauces. I like the idea, like the concept there. So we lost Rev, camouflaged into the couch.
He pulled a Rev roll.
I think he
I think he got up and walked on us, man. It's full on failed.
He went to get some more peppers.
Oh yeah, that's right, because he's going to eat that Naga brain.
Yeah,
so, welcome to the show. If you just joined us, Rev here is going off to get some ridiculously super hot peppers for everyone's entertainment. And
everybody should drop that hashtag in the chat. Naga brain for Rev. Hashtag Naga brain for Rev.
Hashtag Nagas for Rev Toast.
Naga brain. It's not
Naga brain. My bad.
He's got 2. He's got one that has a green spot, so the green spot one may be less hot. Maybe he should eat that one.
It's an interesting theory. Maybe he should try them both and tell us how they compare.
He came back quick that time.
I'm not eating that damn Naga brain.
No, you're eating both of them, so you can tell us how they compare to each other.
Oh no.
Yeah, the green spot may be hot. It's not right.
Nope.
You'll be fine. Besides, you get the bandana; it'll absorb all the sweat. You're fine. There's nothing worse than when that hot sweat rolls into the eyeball, right? Because then you really want to rub it away, but you don't. Yeah.
All truthful facts.
As compared to alternative facts.
Hey, I got a pit bull in my lap.
Careful, that thing's dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm no stranger to danger.
Oh,
Oh, look at this. Oh man, she was about to attack, and I just
clearly.
totally dislodged that attack. Yeah. Oh.
I love pitters. I've had a couple. They're great dogs.
Aw.
They're such family dogs.
They're
The
so
sweet, most
dangerous.
compassionate, best family dogs.
They're suckholes, is what they are. They will come up to you. They go, just give me your love, give me your attention. Look, okay, that cat's scaring me a little bit, but look, I'm cool. Okay, pit bulls.
Yeah. No, they're horrible.
I've never seen a mean
This
pit bull.
little
But
bitch.
all the pit bulls that I've ever been around were raised in a proper environment. And I think that goes for anything. I've seen some like horribly awful, mean chihuahuas and
I
different
was
other
gonna say,
varieties that people say are like, oh, so sweet. It all depends on the owner and how they're treated. I mean, look at people, for example. There's some wonderful, awesome people out there. There's also some really scary people. So because of those scary people, are you going to say all people are dangerous and vicious and lethal and killers?
I
Just
guess
because
it
some
depends on what party.
does that mean that all people are horrible?
I don't tend to think so. But
No.
that's exactly the
Same
thing,
with
right?
pit bulls. And that's why I always hate when they get a bad rep. And they really do get a bad rep. But it's because the wrong people favor them. And so those wrong people that favor them and treat them poorly and raise bad examples of the breed give the rest of everybody else that has them a bad rep.
Well,
And that's all. Because look at that. Look at Rev and look at that dog and look at that smile. That smile speaks 1,000 words.
yeah, clearly she has him trained. He's
There is no
afraid for his life. Just barely hiding her fangs there. Very vicious. Very vicious.
Yeah, there is no smile. Look at this dog.
I sleep on couch. I see no smiles.
So mean. Arr.
It was like every 15 years, there's a new dangerous breed of dog. I remember growing up, everybody was crapping on German Shepherds because they're such a vicious breed of dogs. And then after that, it was Rottweilers that everybody was crapping on because they're such a vicious breed of dogs. And then it's Pitters now. So actually, their time should be about up. So the Chihuahuas are going to get what's coming to them. Their
Oh,
time is up.
Hey, Rob, Cemetery
Those
said he got
fucking
2 pet brown recluse spiders.
He said, what?
Cemetery said he got 2 pet brown recluse spiders.
And they're
Really?
under your bed, Rob.
Those are his pets.
If he wants more, I'll send him some. I've got no. That freaked me out though. Like I was literally sitting here and like I'm not even kidding. Like right here on my forearm, I like had it on my leg and I just like looked down because I felt something and there was a freaking big ass brown recluse and it just like jumped off on the floor right between my feet. That was like
Big ass brown recluse. Is it really a brown recluse? I thought the point of them was that they're tiny.
no, they get like about like this big around leg span. The bodies are very small.
Okay.
And I promise you, like I've grown up in the South. I live in brown recluse country, and you go out into one of my sheds, and there's hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds, maybe even thousands in there. So it's no surprise that they make it into the house. But
You need to start importing some black widows or some wolf spiders or something.
I've got black widows too. Like I've seen probably they're harder to find unless you go looking for them. The brown recluses roam around, so you'll see them more often. Black widows make their little webs and their little holes, and they hide there. But if I go moving around like the wood pile under the carport or something, I might see a black widow, and I do see them occasionally, but not that often, and they're very distinctive. The brown recluses a lot of times get misidentified by people, and people see wolf spiders and funnel spiders and different things, and because they're brown and big, they think it's a brown recluse. I know the difference, and I encourage all wolf spiders and all funnel spiders and all any other kind of spider for that matter that want to hang around my place. I encourage them to stay there. I don't bother them if they're in my house and they set up a web like in my bathroom. They can stay there. That's fine because they'll eat brown recluses. And for that matter, I have one that's by my back door in the back of my house. And I was going out to water my plants the other day, and there's this I don't know what type of spider it is, but some non-venomous spider that has like a large abdomen on it. It's like a brown, almost looks like an indoor version of like a tree spider, and it had a brown recluse caught in its web, and it was sitting there eating the brown recluse, and I was just like, good job. Like, you're doing me a
You into the bedroom. Here you go. Nice corner for you.
yeah.
Start working this room now, buddy.
I'm all about like spiders. I really actually kind of like spiders. I'm a little bit fond of spiders, so I've taken the time to know what's what. And they don't bother me, but the brown recluses bother me when they get in my house. And if a black widow ever gets in my house, it's dead too. I mean, same with poisonous snakes. Like, they're cool. Like, snakes creep me out a little more because they're a little more sneaky and they're a little bit more aggressive, and they'll just bite you for no reason. That brown recluse, as I described earlier, was on my arm while I was sitting here and then jumped off on the floor. It wasn't trying to hurt me. I killed it because it was by my bed. That's just like good reason to kill it. But snakes are a little bit more risky. They can just strike at you for out of defense purposes. I'm not going to deal with that. So if I see a poisonous snake on my property, it's done. But any other snake, they're good to go.
Gotta have rules, man. Gotta have
I
standards.
appreciate the wildlife. Everything has its place, and it's a balanced ecosystem, and everything exists for a reason. So I'm not going to go hating on things just because people give them a bad rep, like pit bulls. Otherwise, I'd be out there killing pit bulls.
Or straws, for that matter. Straws too, man.
Yeah, dude. I gotta respect the straws.
Straw farmers out there growing those reeds, working them hard, packaging them. Oh, straws matter, man. So what's going on with the chat? Because like I said, I don't have chat. What's going on?
They all want to talk about peppers.
Oh, they are so mad at you right now, JT. It is crazy.
I'm gonna cry.
Going crazy talking about spiders. JT Bear is Jesus.
I forgive you. Just grow the damn pepper.
That's what you're
That's
missing.
good advice. That is good advice.
JT's just too cheap to cut his hair, man. We do have somebody in town that cuts hair, but
No.
No. I don't like letting strangers play with my hair. I've always been really weird that way.
Best advice ever from a hairdresser is look at your hairdresser's hair.
That is good advice. If your hairdresser's got sporting a nasty do, I mean, there's a story there.
Don't take long hair to a short-haired hairdresser.
Yeah, that's a true one there too. I've had that whole ponytail snipped off and they screaming, woohoo! It's like, no, son bitch, that's not what I came here for. I said a trim. Yeah. Everybody got their own opinion of what a trim is, though, I guess.
Black Mama wants to know if you've ever been bald.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Clean.
He's also been stubby.
Mr. Clean, shiny, you do that shave this way, and then you shave back this way, and you go from the side, and then the other side, Rev knows what I'm talking about. You can't feel a thing, man. That's when you're shaved. Good to go.
Hey, Jillian said if you cut your hair, use it as clippings on your plants, and it will release nitrogen.
But will it kill the aphids? Fuck.
Nothing kills the damn aphids. I tried burning sage under once. You know, I was trying to like smoke them out. I'm like, get rid of the poison, cast you out. Didn't work.
Yeah, nothing kills the aphids.
Not in my house. The ladybugs seem to work it pretty good, but they're only from like February till about June, and then they piss off to wherever the hell they came from in the first place. And come February, they start manifesting in the studio again.
Julian says frankincense. Like the incense or essential oil?
Ah, good question. Good question.
So are you looking forward to cattle season, JT?
Cattle season.
What does that even mean?
Wintertime aphid cattle.
Aphid cattle. You still got me on that. Other than the fact that I'm like seem to be raising these things as food for my goldfish.
You're an aphid rancher, I thought.
Well, you know, the hardest thing about aphid ranching is trying to lasso them little bastards once they get out of the fence line. I tell you, catching a greased pig, okay, now that's tricky, but catching a runaway aphid, my God, that is a nightmare. And then roping their legs, whew, don't even get me started. I tell you what. No, I ain't looking forward to cattle season. Goldfish probably are, though. They do love munching those suckers back as a snack. First, the fastest thing that gets devoured floating in the fish tank is those aphids.
Earlier this season, I almost posted it. I never did, but I was talking with Charles, and I'd found like on one of my plants that just moved outdoors. They're still in like a solo cup, and it with aphids. And he was like, "You ought to post that in the PLC and tag JT and say, JT, some of your cattle got loose on my ranch."
Nice. Yeah, well, that's fair. That's fair. I can respect
rough out them over the years.
Hey, Black Mama said he's ready for the death nuts or that sausage. Would you gonna do it like on YouTube or film it for the Pepper Lover community or
come on a live stream and do it?
Yeah, you can come on the live stream and do it.
Yeah.
People love that kind of stuff.
Everybody loves having people do things like that live because then you get to see the real reaction versus having it filmed and you don't know what happens.
Raw footage.
Live is the way to go.
I try not to cut too much stuff out of my videos and like pseudo live them when I'm doing my little posts, but sometimes the language just gets out of control. Got to edit that out. Got to edit that out.
I wouldn't do that.
I have to.
Love the
colorful Canadian dialect.
I love the inappropriate dialect.
We Canadians do that well, eh?
Well, just me.
Yeah.
Did he just, huh?
Hmm.
I didn't say anything. I'm just posting a picture of a crazy zucchini. You want to show them?
Really?
Today's vegetable friend. Not really showing up in the camera there. But
it's showing up. I see it.
The thing's bigger than my freaking
let me get
arm.
the actual zucchini.
Oh, man.
Mister, I like the inappropriate. Okay. Here's your opportunity for that. Tony forced this thing on her at the community center.
Crushing them.
Walks in the house. She's like, I got a zucchini.
They made me take it. They totally like, here, you have to take this home. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this?
Took it.
So zucchini relish, zucchini fried, zucchini stir fry, zucchini boat, zucchini muffins. I feel like Forrest Gump. Fuck.
It's inspirational, isn't it? Zucchini is as zucchini does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, someone says now we have to age restrict this. It's just a zucchini.
It's vegetable
zucchini
show and
lives
tell.
matter.
Not quite as much as straws, but
if that was a spaghetti squash, man, you could have did a whole bunch of cool stuff with it. You could have made some pasta.
if that was a spaghetti squash, I'd be in heaven.
Oh, it's so good.
Which one's the one where, like, when you cube it up and, like, you saute it, it tastes like sweet potatoes? Is that the same one? It has, like, a tan outer skin, and when you cut it open, it's, like, orange on the inside, and it's really hard.
Butternut.
Butternut, yeah.
Butternut squash. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Another one that looks like an age-restricted sort of.
Dude, I made, like, mashed butternut squash with some cinnamon and a little brown sugar in it, and it tasted just like sweet potatoes.
Yum.
And a little nutmeg.
I do my acorn squash. You cut it in half. You scoop it all out. And you put butter and brown sugar and seasoned salt in that. You bake it in the oven until it's soft. Oh, it's so good.
Sounds good. You guys got a bunch of different veggies growing like that too?
Hey,
You got a bunch of different vegetables growing too?
tried to. It's been kind of a fail year that way this around here, but finally got a cucumber now. That'll be showing up next Sunday. Kind of sad. I got beets that are about this big. They're gonna end up as fish food, I'm sure.
Get ginormous carrots, though.
Massive carrot, yes. Short and fat, big solid carrots, you know.
Oh, excuse me.
I tried to grow other veggies though.
Corn. We've had corn.
Everybody loves corn.
Kale.
Is corn a veggie?
Oh yeah,
A veggie or a fruit?
it's a veggie. Gotta have some good corn.
But it's seeds. The seeds are kind of inside, but they're kind of outside. But for that matter, it's seeds. Isn't corn a spice? I guess it all depends on how many people you wanted to piss off in the foodie crowd with a single comment.
All
Maybe
that takes is
Alton Brown video.
I'm just gonna Google search it.
I think technically it would fall under a grain because it's a grass crop and yada yada yada. But
Corn grain, yeah.
corn grains, yeah. I still think it should be a fruit. You bite into it, it's juicy and sweet. You can eat it raw, you can eat it cooked.
Julian says fruit is seed on the inside.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
hey, what's up, Rob Z? Rob Z's here, man.
Rob,
It says corn is actually a vegetable, a grain, and a fruit. It says corn is a vegetable because it is harvested for eating, usually sweet corn. When grain is harvested at the milk stage, corn seed grain, because it's dry, seed of grass species. I don't know.
so corn's the panda of the
But you
vegetable.
can, it's an exception to the rule. It's a vegetable, a fruit, and a seed.
Way to find it, JT.
Nice, nice. I'm just saying, it's just like the panda. It's black, white, it's Asian. It's all good. It's corn. Like that.
Hey,
Cross.
Rob, he's been here all night, man.
Rob Z's been lurking.
He's been lurking, man. He's been lurking.
Well, how come he's not in the panel? How come I'm here? Come on now. Rob, come save me. I know you want to. You look like you're just stuck.
Or come join the fun.
That too. That too.
And remember, straw lives matter.
Straw lives matter.
Let's hear it for the straws, man.
I think Susie's not everyone.
So nobody ever answered me on that. Is hashtag Susie hates me? Is that an appropriate thing for me to be finishing videos with now, or?
I don't know. I wasn't here for the last live stream, man.
It got hard.
I felt like I buried myself pretty deep at the end of the conversation there.
You did not bury
All I gotta say is I got no dog in that fight.
Oh, that dog of mine.
I ain't got no dog in that fight.
No. See, and Rev's being suspiciously silent over there. So I think I did. I don't know, Rev. You be the judge. You were there. Is this thing on?
Is Rev, is he a wax statue there?
It's a hologram of Rev.
So wait, JT Bear real or is Rev real? I'm confused. I've been confused.
Well, okay, see, the way this worked is I got hooked watching Rev before my channel ever went anywhere. Therefore, it's a very gray area. He could be a figment of my imagination. I could be a figment of his.
So this is all just the Matrix.
Sure. Except I never watched the movie, so I could be agreeing to Star Wars. I don't know. The Matrix. That's Keanu Reeves, right?
Yeah.
Like
I
little
thought
Bill
it was
and Ted
Tron.
dude.
I thought we were in Tron.
See, now Tron was a movie. The original Tron I liked. Haven't
I
seen
just watched the newer one like 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen the original yet.
the original Tron was great. It's like a salute to, oh my God, we just figured out how neon works. It
Yeah,
was
that's
fat.
cool. I gotta watch that one.
That and a little bit of techno fear in that movie too. There's lots of techno fear though in the mid '80s in the movies. There, what was that?
The new one had Daft Punk in it.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah, they were DJing at the Space Club.
Nice. They're rebooting lots of movies these days. Still haven't seen that new Ghostbusters they did with the female cast instead of the male one. That got a lot of backlash. Oh, the backlash for that one.
I want to see that new one with the same lady that was in it, where it's like an adult version of the Muppets. It's like
You say adult, do you mean like grown up or do you mean like adult?
No, not that type. I meant like
Muppet
just cussing and stuff, just like funny stuff. I forgot what it's called. It has the same lady that was in the new Ghostbusters.
Well, the Muppets are classic for, just kind of outrageous. What was it? Ralph reacts to that Two Girls, One Cup. I think was probably my favorite reaction video back in that craze. Like, what? I do that all the time. I'm a dog, man. So, like, I almost webbed myself watching that the first time. It was good. But I, easily amused.
Oh, I think it's called The Happy Time Murders.
Puppets that kill?
No, it has. I'm trying to find out what this lady's name is.
And that was like puppets that were on parole or some shit. Yeah. Puppets that kill. Much too late night. Shouldn't you be in bed by now? Show stuff.
Are we losing Rev?
He's a quarter step from a rev roll.
Well, he does seem to be falling back there, man.
Oh, it's
quick, you did knock a break to wake you up. Better than an apple at 2 o'clock in the morning, man.
Joe Rogan from Fear Factor, JDS.
Oh.
I remember Joe Rogan from back in like the
the real Rob Z. Yeah, Julianne, Melissa McCarthy. I wanted to see that movie. It looked pretty funny on the trailer.
Rev's way too quiet.
Rev, what's up, Paco?
How's Rev doing over there?
You need a Naga brain to wake you up.
Yeah, yellow Naga brain.
4 glasses of water. It's your choice.
All right. Does anybody live within walking distance, driving distance, stumbling distance of Rev?
Not close. I'm probably the closest of anybody here.
Rob's about to come over.
Is he ignoring us?
No, I think Rev's out.
No, he's out. He's just observing.
I don't know. I've seen this crowd. How much is there to observe, really? Yet it goes on for hours at a time. It's amazing. It's an entertaining group, though, right? It's always fun to hang out with people in these new sort of online adventures. It's a Star Trek world we're starting to get into here.
Yankee says to put Rev on presentation mode.
Yankee. Oh, the real Rob.
The point at which Rev is out is when we get to this. We aren't at that stage yet, so we're all. He's still there.
Seem to be on the way, though.
Sexy man, smelling the armpits.
That works.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Welcome back.
I don't know. I think we are losing. We need a lullaby.
Put him in prep.
Can we? Hey?
I don't know if that works. I clicked on his image, but I don't know if that works.
Can we put him in presentation mode?
I think only he can do that.
Oh, you found the photo.
What photo?
I don't know, somebody just flashed it.
Oh, yeah.
The happy long weekend.
Yeah, indeed. I guess Labor Day is Labor Day everywhere in North America.
Yep.
Anyway.
It sure is.
Oh
Most
yeah.
time of the year in Canada for parents. The kids are all going back to school.
Everybody's gonna be like barbecuing and stuff.
I haven't done enough of that this year, and I need to. What's kept me from doing that so much is that my little chimney charcoal starter burnt out last year, and then earlier this year I was trying to find a new one around, and I couldn't find one anywhere. I still haven't like seen one in a store, or I would have grabbed one. I've like been tempted to just order one, but I feel like that's something you should be able to go pick up. I hadn't come across one yet, which doesn't seem like it's such a hard thing to find. Anytime I don't need one, they're everywhere, even at like the grocery store up the street. But then when I like need a new chimney starter, can't ever find it. So I haven't been doing as much because it's a pain to light charcoal without using lighter fluid and without using the chimney starter, which I'm not a fan of lighter fluid, the charcoal lighter stuff.
Well, you guys have those little white zip starter blocks down there?
No,
Like a crayon crossed with butane, little wax. You can
Sounds dangerous.
light up, slow burn. It is kind of dangerous, but it's great for starting those bags of charcoal.
I will tell you the one thing though that my mom taught me as a kid that I haven't made any of those in years. She hadn't made any. Oh, she can't really make them anymore, but I do know of something that works amazing, not only for starting charcoal, but for starting campfires. And that is to get one of those paper egg cartons and then melt down like scraps from old candles and fill the little pockets in the egg cartons and then tear them to where they have like rough edges on them and light those edges and set them upright to where like so that it's like a little paper cup full of wax with like little like torn edges on it, and you just light those edges and set it down on a flat surface and just burn and burn and burn, and that'll light any charcoal or any fire. That's like the greatest like fire starter that's ever been invented.
Yeah, those are really handy for going camping.
If you use candles and get paper egg cartons or have access to paper egg cartons, that's like a good free life hack, fire starter.
I did that with ice cube trays too. I filled them with wax and wood chips, like wood shavings, and then lit the wood shavings. It worked the same way. It kind of wicked up, burned all the wax. Great for starting fires till I ran out of them. But
I know you like cool projects. Promise me that you'll at least try that sometime. Get some paper egg cartons and fill the little sections. You don't have to fill them all the way up, maybe like 2/3 of the way full. And then tear like the things apart and leave like little edges on there to where you have enough that you can light. And just light the edges and set it down. I swear you'll like make those for years to come because that's the best fire starter.
well, it sounds like it'd be a pretty good, solid way to go. Yeah. So
They burn at least 30 minutes. Like by the time that those things are ready to be finished, the whatever you're trying to light is like fully burning.
oh, nice. I'll probably make some of those this winter then, because I always get a hankering for a campfire about the time the snow is about 3 feet deep out there. It's like, yeah, I want a fire.
Yeah.
Time to start digging. I'm cheating this year, though. I built a wall of firewood to kind of block some of the snow from filling the fire pit as fast. So hopefully that will help. I doubt it, but I can help. Well, guys, I don't know.
So
Hey,
Where'd Rev go?
I don't know. We got his picture on a sailboat there, and that's it. He's gone.
He went on this boat.
Rev's on a boat.
It's daytime over there.
Not quite. It's tomorrow time, but not quite daytime. I got 8 minutes till tomorrow here, so I should probably shut her down on my end of things.
Yeah, I'm about that time too. I was thinking that I was going to be getting up early tomorrow and going fishing with one of my buddies. I was going to tap out earlier than this, but then he messaged me and he was like, yeah, me and Allison and the baby are going to go to my mom's house for lunch. It looks like I'm not going to be able to go fishing with you tomorrow. And I was like, perfectly understandable. But he's going to buy around like 10 or 10 or something. Me and him are going to swap a few peppers. He's never grown peppers before, and I set him up with like 20 or 30 plants this year. And a couple different ones that he grew had like perfect phenos that I was looking for that I didn't get. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'll like give you a pot or two off. And I was like, cool. I got like a nice little like bag of pots sitting on the table by the front door waiting for him in the morning. But I think that being almost midnight, I feel fairly confident I can be up and active well before 10 o'clock.
Probably not me. No. Maybe at least another couple hours before I fall asleep anyway, but it takes me a couple hours to start unwinding. So
it takes 30 minutes.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess somebody's got to pull the official Rob Z and all this and start wagging fingers and telling people to do outros. But at the same time, if Rev's sleeping anyway, he's going to be on all night long. So we can kind of sneak away. Yes. Where do you find Rev? You find him on the boat there, and find me out in the prairies. I'm real easy to find. Ask for Ponytail. Most folks around seem to know who that is. It works. Small town living, you gotta love it.
Yeah.
Glad that you and Shocks were able to come hang out for a little while. Always good to have you all around.
Thanks for having us.
It is always fun to come on, but it's also fun to play with Rev and dodge it. So, you know, it's 50-50 as to whether or not I'm actually going to make it. So, besides, after that one particular incident, I fear day drinking and live streams. I went back and I rewatched that, and I had to ask myself, is this a good idea? I decided it's probably not. So, yeah. But I am going to bounce, gentlemen. It has been a blast talking to you. If anybody gets to chat to Rev before he wakes up or before he ends the stream, do tell him goodbye on my behalf. And take care. Happy gardening, everyone.
Pretty much later.
Hey, later, JT. Later, Shock.
I don't know how we can end this other than all of us just say goodbye and leave. And it's just Rev.
Pretty much. So I guess we all end it with a goodbye. Good night, Rev. We love you. Sleep good. Puppy, wake your master up before you got to go pee. And
everybody in the chat. Hope everybody has a good weekend.
Are you heading out, Rob?
I guess. I don't know what we do.
Oh, I don't know.
Here with Rev on a boat.
Oh,
well, I'm going to bounce. You two can try and wake him up. Have a good, safe, long weekend, guys.
All right, man.
Later.
Hello, welcome to my channel. Like and subscribe.
All right.
Oh, hey, what's up, Rev?
Yeah.
Boat.
It's too windy to be on the boat right now.
Are you there, Rev? Well, I guess it might be time to say later on. Got about as much out of him as I did out of that pepper review. He said, all right. And then
it tastes of pepper.
After the pepper, he said it had taste. So you heard it, folks.
It had taste.
I guess I'm ready to close this thing out or head out, or Rev's just chilling on a boat, so I don't know what he's doing. I guess he can hang out. But I guess I'm probably about out of this one. It's been fun hanging out with everybody. Hope everybody has a great week.
Awesome. Have a good, safe weekend, everybody, for Labor Day. I know there's some.
Yeah, definitely everybody be safe. If you decide to enjoy yourself and have some drinks, then do it in a safe environment and don't get behind the wheel and go around places. But that's about it for me. I guess I'm out of here.
Later, everyone. Good night.
Later, everybody. Peace out.
Oh, hey, Rob, don't leave yet. Hold on.
What?
Before we leave, I want to tell everybody for Sunday, Talk Time Live with Three Pepper Guys. It's going to be on my channel at 9 p.m. Eastern this week.
And that's 8 p.m. Central, and anybody else can just calculate the difference. But, yep, be on BD Beats channel. We'll have some different alternative guests filling in for Charles P. Not sure exactly. It's not set in stone, but someone will be there to fill his shoes.
Yeah, so come check it out this Sunday on my channel. We'll have the live stream going on.
We'll be there. It'll be live. It'll be sweet. Check
We're there, or you'll be there.
We don't know who will be there, but we'll be there. It'll be sweet. So come check it out.
Yep.
And everybody have a great weekend and stay safe.
Yep. Good night, everyone.
Later.
Later.
Okay.